Coming to you from the award-winning Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge, PCA's 2024 Best of Leaf Midwest Cigar Bar, Indiana's exclusive Aladino Cigar Lounge, it's the Final Third Podcast.
All right, welcome back to the Final Third Podcast.
We're live!
We're live at Moon Drops for Mash Bash. I'm Rob.
I'm Scott.
I'm Will. I'm Logan.
I am Mike.
And today we're out here. Moon Drops has the big Mash Bash. First time doing it here. This is going to be a great day. Hoping the rain holds off, but we're excited to be here. We already got, 30, 40 bottles of bourbon to get started on, so we're ready to go.
Yeah,
we're ready to go.
Quite
Heck
the
yeah.
selection.
It is pretty warm out, though, isn't it?
It is warm out.
You know, it's sunny. When it's sunny, you see my tummy.
Yeah, it is
so
true.
that's it. The
Take it
buttons
off,
come
baby.
undone.
Take it
and
off.
Yeah, it's just,
Already started.
we don't do these outdoor shows too often, so I got to take advantage when we do.
There you go. There you
right?
go.
It's nice and warm out today, and
Yeah.
hopefully we'll beat the rain.
I hope so. Yeah, we're gonna smoke the knuckle sandwich Maduro, dark Sumatra wrapper, full-bodied cigar. This is just a great cigar. It's been a staple in the shop for a very long time, but we thought this would be great with a bunch of bourbon and a whole bunch of people hanging out. So
I feel
let's
like
get
I
started.
smoke one of these a week.
You got to tell them what I'm smoking.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
you're smoking
I
something
forgot.
different. Oh,
yeah.
you
So
got the classic.
Logan's smoking the Aladino Classic. It's Habano and Corojo from the boys of the Aroa family. So he's going to be smoking on that one.
Heck yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Hopefully we get a few people out here on the live. Chat on there and ask us some questions, man. We're just getting into this live thing, so we're kind of excited to engage with people a little bit more that way.
The live show is fun. It's a lot of fun doing this live.
It is,
You
man.
never know what happens. I thought the Carb Day show was really good. Had a lot of people say that was a lot of fun. They enjoyed that, and a lot of our friends out there that I only see once a year. They were real excited about it. So
Well, the cool thing, we got to meet some cool Lot 6 crew that but
Oh, yeah.
the world doesn't know, and we certainly didn't know, but they were having a blast.
Yep.
All super cool people.
Yeah, they're great. It's like family out there, and I'll tell you come out to a place like Moon Drops, it's the same kind of feel. You
It
come
is.
out here with these people, and they're all just
Watching live, join in on the chat, and we'll be watching that. So.
Yeah. Well, and the bottle we got started on so far right now is the Moon Drops Pacers Edition. So, Will, can you tell a little bit about that bottle?
Yeah, this is a single barrel. This was a special release that they did for their, partnership with the Indiana Pacers. And this is a single barrel, and it's right at 50 proof. And
It's delicious.
I have not tasted it yet, but I have definitely picked up,
Oh.
as Logan mentioned earlier, quite a bit of citrus on the nose.
don't choke on it.
Yeah, I did get a little bit of a.
What did I miss? What did I miss with this? I saw Rob comment on that. Don't choke on that stick.
No, because it's the Pacers.
It's
It's the Pacers bottle.
I'm getting a slight choke in the playoffs. Maybe a concussion and a twisted ankle. I don't know.
Four times in a
they
row.
did not.
It's it was a hammy, man.
It was a hammy. It was a hammy. No, actually, it was they did great this year. They went way
did.
further than anybody expected.
They did.
It
They
shows what talent they have and where they're going. So, no, we're super proud of the Pacers. I know Moon Drops is super proud of the Pacers. They've been promoting the heck out of them this year. So,
Yeah, they
good
went so
job.
much further than what anybody thought they would.
And honestly, they could have won that last one too.
They could've.
that
They-
last round.
yeah.
So, I mean, they were good.
Is this their first year partnership with the Pacers?
I think it is. Yep.
Yeah, last year they were with the Fuel. This year they're with the Pacers.
Okay,
Yep.
got it.
Well, I like
It's
the nose
good,
on
though.
this.
It's good. I mean, I
Yeah, it's a really good nose.
really like this one. It's what'd you say the proof was? 100 proof?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not going to be overbearing for some people that want a little lower proof. I mean, it's stupid that we're calling 100 proof low proof now, but it is kind of what it is. But it definitely has a lot of that really, as Scott would say, the really good mouthfeel. It's oily, but it's also light. It's got kind of both the dark notes, but also light. It's just a beautiful bourbon.
No, I would say it's outside of that typical flavor profile of a bourbon, and so it's a little more fruitier.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's a great call out because
Got
the
that
fruits
citrus
that you
light.
get almost bordering on kind of like peach blossom floral in some
get that.
sense.
Yeah, so we're kind of here at the corner, kind of looking out over what's going on here. A lot of, I don't know how many people are actually showing here right now, but from where I'm sitting, I can see Cardinal Spirits over here, Sun King Brewery. We got Oakley Brothers Distillery from Anderson, Daniel's Vineyard down here. Gosh, I can't see all of them, but there's
Tarnished
a lot.
Hollow.
Tarnished
I don't
Hollow.
think I know that.
Oh,
I see
yeah.
Triton.
You know Tarnished Hollow?
Triton, St. Joseph Brewery straight ahead.
Oh, St. Joseph's is awesome.
Yeah, St.
Love their
Joseph.
stuff.
Yeah.
They got great food at their place if you haven't been there.
And then
Yeah.
I think West Fork's coming.
West Fork
Yeah,
should be
West
here.
Fork will
Yeah.
They said they were going to be here. They're also doing their bottle release today at the Westfield. Maybe it might be both. I think it
These
might
are
just be
the
at
two
Westfield.
bottles that we talked about.
Yeah, the ones that we
week.
tried last week. Yeah, so
absolutely.
those are coming out today at West Fork.
I see Taxman right around the corner here.
Yeah.
Taxman's here. There's a lot. There's a couple food trucks.
Yeah. Another winery here. I can't really read what it is. Cultured. That's who it was. Cultured Winery.
Cultured.
Yeah.
Cultured swine.
I kind of feel like
That's
they
not
might be
what
in
it is.
Anderson too, but I'm not 100% sure. So anybody call us out on any things we're saying wrong. It's great.
Yes, please. We like being wrong.
We're trying to find Josh. We're trying to find Josh because he was
gotta yell
supposed
at
to
him a
get
little
us a
bit.
little something, and we're waiting for him to come out, but I don't think we're going to get it.
I don't think we are either.
And we're going to call him out on the show for it. So
We're going to do it.
heck yeah.
So while we're waiting on that, let's do a quick
Yes.
review here because
Let's do it.
our last show was Carb Day, right?
Yes.
And since then, the race happened.
Yeah.
And what did I say? Who did I say was going to win? Anybody? Number 2, Joseph Newgarden.
It wasn't
Yeah.
O-word.
I called that. It was not a award. He did not finish
Close.
first. He did well. But
I am-
you know,
Was that well or just finished?
No.
it was just that he had to finish.
No, he finished well. I mean,
But
was
he
in
did
top
finish
10.
well.
17.
Yeah.
Oh, was he
Seventh,
17?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he had a bad.
He would have.
He got a drive-through penalty
Oh.
for violating pit speed.
I didn't see that.
Pit
Okay.
lane.
Okay.
Yeah,
So he
so
would have
that's-
finished top 5, 6.
He would have been right up there near the top. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I was really, really impressed, and definitely want to call out the team in making Indy the priority. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's that to me was huge.
Yeah, it took. I feel like it took a whole load of pressure off of him.
Yeah.
So he could really focus on the 500.
Yep.
Yep.
And it showed. I mean, he was balls to the wall, and it was a lot of fun. And you know, they're okay. They're going to be okay in NASCAR.
Oh yeah.
they're
Yeah,
not-
they're not going to have any problems there.
It seemed like there was a lot of backlash on his waiver.
Yeah, some people kind of came racing. Look, all racing is pretty
racing.
awesome. You know, I like IndyCar, but I don't mind NASCAR. There's some things I don't care for about NASCAR, right? The mandatory yellows and the stages. It's not really my style. But some of that stuff goes on in like dirt track racing.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
it's not like it's unheard of. And then you look at like F1 and everybody's complaining that Monaco was a parade. Yeah, I get it. You know, it was. There was like 4 total passes in Monaco.
Wow.
But still, I mean, it's for F1, it's much more complex than that, right? You've got the teams themselves, the cars that they spend tens of millions of dollars on, and then the drivers, and you know, it's kind of the whole thing, not just the race itself. There are people that really like that. I just happen to be the IndyCar guy. So, you know, enjoy it, and they should let these drivers go from, you know, one type of racing to another.
Yeah.
That's what makes Mario Andretti a legend. I mean, he's the only person to win NASCAR championship, F1 World Championship, and IndyCar championship.
Yeah.
So speaking of Andretti, that's what I did last Sunday.
Yeah.
Was I ended up working for the Andretti family. It was a last minute thing. Chef Kelsey called me and shout out Kelsey. We're gonna have her on too one time because
Yes,
she
we are.
was really excited about. She is a huge whiskey person, not so much into cigars. Huge whiskey person. So Kelsey's going to join us one day. But anyway, she told me that she wanted me to join her filming with the Andretti family. She did a brunch. What was it? Caviar and crepes and what was the other side? Eggs Benedict with everything had caviar.
Say it looked delicious.
It was amazing.
Caviar was fire, man.
Oh my God, it was ridiculous. Like the tin was more than I make in a month.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And I got to eat it. So, but she calls me up and she's like, "Hey, come film this." I was like, "Cool. Well, I don't have tickets. I don't have a wristband. How do I get there?" She was like, "I'll let you know tomorrow morning, like the morning of the race." She was like, "I'm getting there at 4:30. I'll let you know." I was like, "Okay." It's like 6:45. I haven't heard anything. She's obviously working to prep her stuff, so like I didn't want to bother her. I'm walking into the bedroom, I'm like, Jen, I think we should just go. I would feel bad like if we didn't at least try to get in.
Yeah.
And so we go down there, we park like 2 miles away, walk in. I go to gate 1. Nicest dude, forgot his name. I saved his number. I was like, hey man, I'm supposed to be working with Andretti today. I gotta get to Gasoline Alley. I've never been there before. Can you help me get there? He's like, yeah, man, just come on in, and just like walked me to Gasoline Alley. And
Nice.
then like, out of the 300,000 people that are at the track, who do I see while I'm getting my private escort? Slogan. Just like walking on the backside. So I just hear him go, Mike. I'm like, hey, yeah. So that's what I was doing Sunday, was working with the Andretti family doing
Logan,
their
what were you
private
doing
brunch.
there?
I was walking to my seat.
Oh, beautiful. That's great. Yeah. Yeah, and you got like front row right there.
Right in front of you, man.
Edited in there, but no, I was right there. We ran down to the flag stand and got like a Dan's last year. So we ran down there, started filming.
We'll get that
Yeah.
out there as a quick hit.
Yes, very fun.
Yeah, it was packed.
And I'm so glad to see that, because that turned out to be an amazing race, and
It was a
they
good
were able
move.
to get it in just in time, pretty much.
What time
And
did
it
you
was a
actually
great
go to
race.
your seats? Because you kind of
Let's see here. So we did go in, and then they called it at 11:45, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So we went back out to the campsite, and then I think about 3:30ish, something like that. We went back in because we were there about an hour before. Yeah, so probably about 3:30 we went in, and then 4:44 is when they started the race.
I went through the north tunnel, and man, after the rain,
Oh yeah,
it was ripe.
I bet. I bet.
Oh.
Yeah. There was trash everywhere, bottles and
Yep.
stuff all left in cans, and
Yeah.
because there was just people huddled under there while that rain was coming, and of course it got a bunch of water. That's where the drainage had been there for quite some time.
Yeah.
Well, it was
Just
funny.
drink
Like
more.
at the beginning of the race, all the rubber was washed off, so it was pretty green track.
Yeah.
And then any of these guys, it happened, I think 2 or 3 times in a row. They dipped down just a smidge too far into the grass.
Yep.
Podcast studio. But we've had a couple of people ask if we do a little bit more in deeper dives on the cigars as we smoke them too. So just so you guys know, the few of you that have asked me to do that, that's going to be coming. We're going to talk a little bit more about the history behind the
Yeah.
brand and stuff like that. So I'll put that together for
So
for shows going forward.
me and Rob talked about that the other day too. I think our monthly pairings are going to end up being quick hits. That way we
Nice.
do 5 to 10 minutes on the pairing of the month, and that's all that we talk about is just
Yeah.
the pairing of the month.
Yeah.
So like the first quick hit that I posted, be sure to watch that episode. The one that's coming out Monday is going to be the 1502 episode.
Yeah.
It is exactly what Rob just said. It's purely informative, 100% about Enrique and Global Premium Cigars.
Yeah.
No shenanigans. There was some shenanigans.
There was a little
but
bit, not much.
I kind of
Yeah.
like that because when it gets 4 of us or 4 and a guest, and we get talking quite a bit. Everybody knows we like to have fun out there, and sometimes we don't spend quite the amount of time on a cigar, or
Right.
or sometimes the bourbon even gets a little bit glossed over. So I like
Yeah.
that idea. That's a good one. If you got
Yep.
comments or questions, make sure and hit us up.
Yeah.
Tell us if we don't chew Big Red.
Look, we hit 355 this morning on our subscribers, so
Nice.
we're trying to get to 500 before the end of the year. But
Yeah.
355 of you that are paying attention to our YouTube channel, please tell us we're wrong. Tell us we suck,
And
Yeah.
tell your friends about us.
and then tell
have
your
them
friends that we also suck.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was such a big deal. Like, I've subscribed to a couple things before, and I didn't even know. Like, I'm not that big of a YouTube guy. I'm not 12 years old, right? So, sorry.
Shots fired.
No, it's just like 12-year-olds understand. They'd be like, what do you mean you don't understand subscriptions?
Yeah.
That's really important. It's like, I
No,
don't
that's
know,
how it is, man.
Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
Feeds the
turns out
numbers.
that stuff's kind of important.
You're just
So,
padding numbers. I mean,
That's
it's all
it.
about views. Like the subscribers really don't matter. I mean, they do. It matters to them, but
Yeah.
it's really
Well, it
about the
matters to
views,
us.
action based. With your fan base, I guess.
To me, it's the new drug, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you get a quick little hit, like every time somebody hits that subscribe button.
Yeah.
It is.
I
Well,
can't
mean,
tell you
just-
how many times I refreshed that page a day.
Well, and just like Mike was sharing with us earlier this week, a fifth of all of our views since we've started this came in the last 30 days.
That's cool.
That's ridiculous.
So it's growing, and
Yeah.
it's growing. It's because you guys watching and listening to this and sharing it with your friends, So it's actually getting out there, and honestly, most of this is just because Mike knows what the hell he's doing.
Right, that's true.
Yeah, we're
That's
almost
true.
to 50,000. We'll
Yeah.
probably hit 50,000 by hopefully the end of
Mike,
this
you're
week,
not
but
12 years old.
I'm like, no, this says I'm over 21. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
I had to look
I'm-
at it. I was like, please, 21. Yes, okay, now I can
Yes.
go drink.
I don't have
Yes.
one of those.
Speaking-
I guess I
oh,
shouldn't
oh.
be drinking.
Oh, yeah, you got one. It's down.
Here you go. I got you, Scott.
Oh, thanks. I'm not
Pass
going
it
to put
down.
it on. just
Well,
so
hold
you
on
know.
to it in case we float
Exactly.
around.
Walk around,
In
yeah.
case somebody decides to say, "Are you 21?"
Did you get a
Yes.
different pour? Or did you just pour heavy on the single barrel?
We just
I poured heavy.
Oh, geez. Well, I'm
Just
out.
go.
so
I don't
we're
think
moving
you
on.
Open up another
understand
bottle.
How much
just
you
how
drink.
much I
How much I
drink.
All right, so next one.
So start another one down that
Yeah.
way, and I'll finish by the time you get
Yeah,
it
what
done.
you got?
Do we want
Not
more single
Pacers,
barrel?
no.
Or let's go.
Yeah, next bottle.
It says a 6-year.
That's barrel proof.
Oh, that's
Let's
barrel
save
proof.
that one. Let's go with this.
And I-
That's 7 years
I'm gonna
there.
lose
I've got 2 special bottles in my little special bag, so hopefully if the rain holds off, we'll be able to.
These are 2 barrel proof.
Enjoy
so let's
those.
go with.
Were we getting all the barrel proof single barrels?
I think most of the stuff they brought out here was barrel proof stuff.
Oh, that one says 100. Just
There you go.
just
let's
over
go
100.
with this one.
All righty, we'll go with that one.
All right.
What exactly are we?
Also, thank you to Moon Drops for
Yes,
Yeah,
thank,
thank
you
you,
guys.
Moon Drops.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, big shout out Moon Drops.
I'm going to go ahead and take one for the team and finish my pour. So.
There you go.
This is their.
Let's go, Dan.
There you go.
This is their small batch bourbon and 100 proof.
100 proof. Okay.
Heck yeah. We will have Dan Kidd on in a few weeks.
Yeah. I'm not chugging like that boy does.
Yes, he will be joining us in a couple weeks. So that'll be cool.
That
oh,
would
look,
be a lot
beer
of
to
fun.
go.
Well, we talk about
That-
being dead inside. Dan is definitely dead inside.
Shout out, Dan.
Yeah.
Dan will definitely be very, very entertaining.
I'm guessing.
yeah,
It
yeah.
sounds like this guy drinks a lot more than me. I don't think I've seen Dan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can
Appreciate
sit and
you.
sip it all day long.
I mean,
but
that's not his claim to fame. He's done that on social media.
Oh, man.
always fun.
So I will say the retro hail on this knuckle sandwich Maduro is cayenne pepper, like a blast of it.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
And I
this
really
thing's always
like.
peppery.
I love it with bourbon because it just pulls out a lot of those notes. The spicy level brings out the sweetness in the bourbons. That's what I love about. Well, that's not the only thing I love about this cigar, but I love it.
The nose on this is like buttercream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Good call. That's a good call.
I get a lot of vanilla.
I get vanilla. I get a little bit of red fruit too.
Get that kind of meringue thing going there too.
I threw out a new note.
Don't say nougat.
It's nougat.
It's nougat.
It's creamy.
It's
I-
nougat.
I wanted to say something different than creamy. And nougat is word.
is the word.
Damn, you
yeah.
called him, didn't you?
Yeah. Nougat's yeah.
The vendors. So
And-
Show the
and right
people.
now, it's 12:50 o'clock. I think 1 o'clock's when it starts for everybody else. I'm sure it's going to get packed out here pretty quickly.
very busy. Yep.
Hopefully,
Yeah, so if-
people don't get scared off by the rain.
no, they shouldn't.
Just for like next year, what did you get if you were a VIP? I'm just curious. Does
I
anybody
think
know?
it's early entrance, and I'm sure there's probably a gift pack or something.
Yeah,
you
some
got
other
too.
kind of
Yeah,
goodie
yeah.
bag or something.
And then I think the music wasn't playing all day, maybe. So I think like this was part of their like 12 to 1 thing. So.
Okay.
Well, and that's
Gotcha.
something cool about Moon Drops. If you haven't been out here, they've got this big outdoor grassy area between the tasting room and the rick house. And on the rick house, they have an overhang sideways
Right.
later on. So
Which
that's
it
gonna be
doesn't
kinda
look like
cool.
it's supposed to do. It looks like it's not supposed to be like hard rain. It's just supposed to be rain.
Yeah.
I
Hopefully not.
I see Brewer John over there from Triton with his full kilt.
Another shout out to Dirk and the boys out in Danville. They're having a big event out in Danville. What's it called? Danville Festival or something like that. Give Dirk a high five for us or punch him in the arm, whatever you want to do. Also, Justin Whaley texted me this morning. He's going to be out there with them too.
Oh, nice.
great.
Good.
So he
That's
was hoping
cool.
to see us out there, but he's out there too. So shout out to Justin as well.
Yeah,
There's a
heck
lot
yeah.
of events going on today. I do
There
want to
are.
send a special shout out to my cousin Jack and his soon-to-be bride Emily. They are getting married today at
Congratulations,
4:30.
buddy.
So
Yeah.
I'll be out there after I'm done here.
Cheers.
Obviously drinking some more. So
So, hey, real quick, let's circle back before we leave last weekend.
Yeah.
Tell me about the wedding. Tell me about Josh's wedding.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, you weren't
so
there.
Josh and Stephanie got married. It was awesome. I mean, it worked out so well. We didn't have anybody show up from IMS. We called them out on Twitter to see if they'd send somebody. It's fine. It's kind of a big weekend for
It's-
them.
yeah, they're busy.
They kind of got some stuff going on. So, if somebody happened to get out, it'd been cool. But the wedding itself went off perfectly. It was our neighbors camping next to us. They had a big group in, so they just turned our chairs around and sat and enjoyed the wedding. It was, pretty short thing. It was 15 minutes or so. And then we had crawfish boil, which was awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it was so good. We
Hated missing that.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, man.
Stephanie knows her way around the crawfish.
Oh, we tore
She
that
does.
up.
Yeah, it was.
We tore
it
that
was
up.
Wonderful. Had some steak out there as well that Haas and Reuter went over and put it on the smoker after sous vide it, and so it had nice applewood smoke flavor, and just what a wedding should be. Just a
Yeah.
joyous, fun event.
So how many bruises did Haas have after falling?
It was there, man.
And it's hard to see a bruise on your brown ass.
Exactly. Well, it was right on the line where it goes from brown to white,
Oh, there you go,
right?
there you go, there you
So you could see part of it. The other part started to blend in. But yes, Haas definitely got more than a few bruises from falling back in his chair. He normally has the rocker chair, and then the chair he happened to be sitting in when he was getting close to being done for the night.
It's that one right there. You're
No,
sitting
it wasn't. It was
Oh.
it was Janelle's chair that doesn't have the rocker on it.
Oh.
And so he kept thinking he had the rocker, and he'd start leaning back, and then that's
Boom.
it. He tipped over, and then he'd sit there for a
rocked
few
all
minutes,
right.
and he would forget that he doesn't have a rocker. He'd be like, Haas, you're not in a rocker. Didn't matter. He was going over.
He
So.
wasn't feeling any pain at that time.
No,
so.
no, most of us weren't.
No,
honestly,
God.
man, Friday night was holy
I
hell.
felt all the pain on Friday.
Man, it was brutal. I'll tell you, we drank, and the worst part of it was, we do the Eagle Rare thing out there,
Right.
and it's supposed to be gone by the end of Friday. Well, it still had, maybe 3 or 4 inches left in it,
Had to get out.
and somebody goes, "Hey, we got to finish this." We were like, "Yeah, we do."
And we did.
Yeah, and we did. It was terrible. It was awful. It was great because it's Eagle Rare, but yeah, the next day you're like, well, that was a mistake.
Quickly, as we're talking about Friday, so immediately after the podcast, I made myself a nice little breakfast sandwich and sat back. Fred Minnick and Club Marzipan.
There you go.
Who the hell is this
National
Fred
Barrel.
Minnick guy you keep talking about?
So I'm going to tell you
He's
right
not very
now.
popular, is he?
Who is he?
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of known here or there, but
Doesn't he drink something?
I mean, he's no Tony
occasionally?
Katz.
so listen, we went.
My ears
we
are
went-
bleeding.
We went to Nashville Barrel Company and did 2 barrel picks. Actually, I take that back. We did 3. We picked 2 barrels for our club. I'm going to correct myself again. We picked 5 barrels. So we picked 2 barrels for our club.
Scratch
So-
that.
so
10
it's
barrels.
Said it was
Again,
10 barrels.
The club.
Final number.
It's Club Marzipan. It's the group that is. Tell
Club-
about that.
Club Marzipan is a membership club that Fred came up with a year ago because this was our 1-year anniversary party. And there's obviously there's different levels of membership depending upon how much involvement you want to have in the club. But the great thing about it is we're from all over the country. So we had people coming in from California. We had people coming in from Queens, New York, Wisconsin. And he was really nice enough to host us for this anniversary party. So we picked we picked 2 barrels of rye. One went to our club, and then the other barrel of rye went to the Nashville Barrel Company's private club.
Okay.
We also picked 3 bourbons. 1 bourbon went to our club, 1 bourbon went to their club. It controls and distributes all alcohol. So that's going to be an
So that's like their
exclusive only,
ABC.
What's that?
It's like their ABC
exactly,
in Ohio.
yeah.
Okay.
Fred has a partnership or has a great relationship with them, and they asked if we pick a barrel for them. I'm telling you guys, they split us up into 2 groups, one for the bourbon pick team and one for the rye pick team. And I knew the ages on these ryes were 11, 12 years old, so I immediately shot out for the rye. When
That's you,
everyone
man.
went right, I went left, of course, with a couple other guys who knew these were special barrels of rye. I'm telling you what, there wasn't a bad barrel.
Yeah.
I mean, it was splitting hairs, honestly. And that's a great problem to have. But these were these older Kelvin Cooperage barrels that MGP doesn't use anymore.
Okay.
And just totally different flavor profile than what you typically would expect from a 95.5. So, again, such a great night. They do a lot of charity work, and they bought a charity barrel from Old Forester. They bought a President's Choice barrel for $250,000. And he brought out one of the last bottles he had, which was 120 proof. And shared it with the whole club. It was amazing. It was such a great. And then the next day, Saturday rolled around. We just had a big party with food trucks and hung out at the distillery again.
So do we get will we ever have an opportunity to taste any of these
I've got both
whiskeys?
of them.
Oh man,
Yeah,
look
I'm
at
excited
Will
about
coming
that.
through.
With me, yeah.
Yeah, we got to try some of those.
See, even though Will, obviously just rides a little higher than the rest of us with the people that he hangs out with.
It's usually
we
just his
still get
nose. His
it's
nose
just
is
his
a little
nose is
higher,
up there a
yeah,
little higher.
yeah.
But hey, we do receive benefits from this, and we love you, Will, for going out there and doing the hard work.
So what you're
of picking
saying
barrels.
is Will is our friend with benefits.
So we got right there.
Right here.
Yeah.
And that was the bourbon pick, and then this is a 11-year rye
That is a dark
and
rye.
That's at 113.5 proof.
They'll pass it this way, baby.
You want the bourbon or the rye?
Yes.
So real quick, speaking of barrel picks, I just
bud.
received 3 samples from Blue Note
Oh.
to
Okay.
do
Hey, have they opened up their new facility yet?
I have no idea,
Because that place is going to be a freaking rocket ship, man. That thing is beautiful.
but I have 113, 115, and 120 proof samples from barrels. Barrel pick from Blue Note Juke Joint, uncut, bearded bourbon pick.
Nice.
And so, if you want guaranteed access, you can go to my Patreon and join at any level, and you have guaranteed access.
Awesome.
But that's through the group, and I'm sure there's gonna be plenty to go around. I would imagine. So
I think I just got my follow in place for you. I don't know why I wasn't following you before.
Yeah.
but
Oh,
I know.
By the
I
way,
know.
when you get that, if you can bring a sample bottle out, let's taste it on the show and talk
Absolutely.
about them when you get them.
100%.
That'd be awesome.
I'd like that. I like bourbon. I like whiskey.
I'm just trying to scab some more whiskey for
right.
us.
That's all you're doing.
What was the proof on that one again, bud?
This is 123.
123?
125.
125. Okay. It does not taste 125 at all.
Doing a little pour of this one.
So, Will, you mentioned something I'm curious about, and I don't know the answer to this. I don't know if you do or not. So you're talking about the Kelvin cooperage
Yeah.
and how the different tasting notes. Has anyone ever done a comparison of the different barrel companies to figure out what they do different and why the barrels are different?
Variables,
sir.
right? I will tell you this: if you look at all the NDPs, all the non-distilling producers, so the folks that are sourcing their bourbon to put out a product, they pay a lot of attention and detail to the wood.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing they can work with, really, right?
Right.
It's what's in the barrel, and then are they going to finish it in another barrel? So, to answer your question, I think it just kind of depends. I think if you're a distillery, you're going to know what works for your distillate and go with that.
Buddy?
So I'm trying to remember. I think it was it Four Roses that I don't know, probably
What's that?
at least 10 years ago, maybe
some
15 or more. Didn't they do a real big 375 series where they put out just tons of different bottles, and every single one had a different mash and different yeast and different barrels, and they documented all of it, and then you could go and vote on which one was your favorite. I mean, this was before the big point of the bourbon craze, because I got into it and there was only a few bottles that were left. Do you guys remember this?
I know. I don't know. I know Jefferson's did something with a wood.
I didn't think they were
finishing
375s, but I know what you're talking
Are you
about.
talking about wood? Which
No, I think it was Four Roses that did it.
Four Roses,
And this was prior to them doing their 4-letter designations.
Huh.
I mean, this was a long-ass time ago. And, I mean, I was still able to go out and hunt and find, pretty regularly decent stuff that you don't see anywhere at all ever anymore. So I'm thinking this is at least 10 to 12, maybe even 15 years ago.
I don't know about the Four Roses, but I know that Jefferson's has a wood finishing experimental series where
Okay.
it's I have it at home. I haven't even tasted through them, but it's 6 or 8 375s, all in different wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I remember that one too.
But talking about Four Roses, we haven't really talked about these 2 new mash bills that they've come out with. So right now, we've got 10 recipes at Four Roses, right?
Right.
We've got 2 mash bills, 5 yeast strains.
Right.
Now they've got 2 more. I guess my question to you guys is when's it too much, right? When is 20 recipes?
When
of
do you
Four
have
Roses
too much bourbon?
Well, my question is, what are they trying to do? Are they trying to find the next mainstream product that they want to ship out there? I mean, Four Roses is, I don't know, for me in a lot of ways it's kind of fallen off the map, unfortunately. It's just after they did the 4-letter designation stuff, but then it started to become hard to find. You couldn't even find just the single barrel. And I was like,
Right.
why is this such a difficult thing to find?
Well, I think about what the master blender from Buffalo Trace says. He's like, we believe that the best bourbon hasn't been made yet, and so they keep blending, they keep distilling, they keep experimenting, and so the Four Roses, the highest rye is 43% rye, 52% corn, 5% malted barley. The lowest rye is 10% rye, 85% corn, and 5%.
These are the two
You know-
new ones.
The
Yeah.
two new ones.
Okay.
from
And
Four
good
Roses.
on them, because I mean, a lot of these big distilleries realize that they have to make the same stuff over and over and over as close as possible, and they keep going. Good on a big brand to say, you know what, we're still going to keep on trying to make the best bourbon possible.
Right.
And I like hearing that. That's great.
Well, I think some just the chatter on social media has been, why didn't they come out with a rye? Like,
Sure. Right.
That is interesting that they
I-
didn't come out with a rye.
I mean, maybe that's just not their jam. And
Aren't they
don't
pretty
wanna
much
do
the only
it.
one that doesn't have a rye?
But I think it would be really cool if Four Roses came out with a rye, and then you play with your yeast strains on that.
It's the one that the wind is pushing and making it drift over to show the parking lot. Oh, it's this one? Okay,
yeah.
be a lot cooler if it was that one. Everybody be like, wait, no, somebody get the camera. Somebody get it.
Oh, it's falling over.
That's kind of funny.
There he is.
Oh, there. I love it. Mike's over here. Like all of us, we're sitting here, we're drinking, we're smoking. Mike's over there, and he's like, I need to move this camera. I got to check this camera angle. I got to adjust this thing and do that thing. And he's being
like-
our producer and
He's like,
kicking
oh shit,
ass.
rain's coming. We got to move the camera.
Exactly. I mean, he's doing
I miss
doing
my
a killer
wife.
job. But yeah,
I
where
miss
is
my
Jen
wife.
today? 'Cause
Jen is
normally
going. She's getting her tattoo done today, so she's
Oh,
she's getting her
awesome.
right arm finished up today.
Well, that's
for her.
that's a good reason to miss for
Yeah,
sure.
so-
So something interesting I learned this week was the glue that holds together the wrapper is vegetable glycerin.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, cool, right?
I learned something every day.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. A lot of them will just. I mean, honestly, I had a guy yesterday in the shop, and he's actually growing his own tobacco here in Indiana. He wants to start practicing rolling. He's like, "What do I use for glue?" I'm like, "Go to the grocery store, buy pectin.
But yeah.
That's all you
Yeah.
need.
Yeah, vegetable
Yeah.
pectin.
All
That's
you
what it
need.
is.
That's all it is."
Yep.
Yeah. I'm real interested to try some of his stuff if he
too.
brings a couple of rolls in.
He
That'd
will.
be cool.
He will. Yeah. I've also got something that's gonna be kind of fun too. We talked with Enrique on the show a little bit about this too. Enrique was talking about they do a lot of testing with the little fumas. Basically, a fuma is you roll up a single leaf and you smoke it and you taste it, and that's how they do the blending. They're like, okay, I like that, don't like that, like that, and then they figure out the blend by tasting all the individual leaves. So they're going to put together a package and send up for us. I'm hoping we get enough to where we can do it on the show
I think that'd be awesome.
and go through the actual
Yeah,
different
that'd be
tobaccos,
cool.
because that's one of the things I would like to learn more about personally as a cigar lover, is the different tobaccos and what each tobacco actually tastes like.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. I think
Rob,
that'd be
you're gonna have to
awesome.
start selling here. You know?
I know.
You're gonna have to start selling.
If you want anything,
some
man, let me
cigars.
know. I got you.
But Will, I just got the nose on this. I don't know. It's been sitting here for like 5 minutes, and I just haven't even looked at it because we were talking.
This is
Heck yeah.
I'll tell you, this is. I can tell that this kind of hits right in my happy spot when it comes to bourbon.
I pulled this graham cracker kind of note off of it.
Absolutely.
That I think is delicious.
I could see some grain cracker. Yeah. It's very good. What's the proof on this one?
125.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that doesn't
I was
taste
gonna say like
125 at
110,
all.
It's not
12.
drink that at all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, here comes the rain.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
here it comes.
Here
Dang
comes
it.
the sun. Do 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 do.
Can we do the anti-rain dance? Is there such a
I don't know if there is an anti-rain dance.
There were so many people doing that at the track.
Oh yeah,
It did
yeah.
not work.
You know what I was amazed about was, it used to be that the race started at 11, right? Because we didn't have daylight savings time. And with them switching to daylight savings time and it not getting totally dark until 10 o'clock, they said they thought they could go as late as like 8:15.
Yep.
And we got the race in well before that, with it starting at 4:44. But I just thought they did a great job drying the track. I mean, that was fast.
That was
That was-
impressive.
That was very impressive. And it was a
How
lot.
does that affect alcohol sales? Do they?
I imagine they go up.
But no, but I mean, like, do they run out?
Well, I'll
Yes,
tell you
they
this.
have. They
I-
absolutely have.
I went to like probably around dinner time, like 5 o'clock, I went to one of the concession stands, and they were out of food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm not surprised. They look. I mean, it's they're last I heard, I think it was about 235 to 250,000 seats, right? Grandstands and suites, and then you've got the infield. And so if you're selling 150,000 in the infield, right, you're 500,000 or 400,000 people. Checking my math there, right? So you talk about 400,000. There's a reason that they have never changed the cooler rules. You couldn't feed that many people.
Right.
You couldn't put enough concession stands to cover it. And even on race day, when they are fully stocked with as many people as they can get to work, most of those are volunteers. They're making money for their nonprofits. So if you have a nonprofit and you're ever interested, contact IMS because they're always looking for more people. But they could not get enough people there to serve enough food and enough drinks if they didn't allow you to bring your own.
But you remember what we talked about last week? Is that they don't.
I've drank since then, so
There's zero whiskey there.
Hey, Mike,
That's
do you realize
true.
how much this guy drinks?
I really don't.
yeah, I know.
realize how much
There is no whiskey there.
So,
There's,
you can get
some cocktails
Fireball.
that
Draw under the fan or under the tent, and I get to sit out here in the rain.
Do
So
we-
just so you guys know.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest that just arrived. It's the Gordon's Fisherman.
Hell yeah!
that is you.
It's me.
Damn.
That's Rob. Sorry.
No, it's not yellow. I need a yellow window.
You do need a
Yes,
yellow
I
one.
do need
Sorry,
yellow.
I guess I could have slid 2 feet this way.
Yeah,
but-
thanks,
I
Mike.
was gonna say, if we get you a yellow one and a blue umbrella, would that
know
make you
what?
the Morton Salt Girl?
Morton.
Yes. And by the way,
got it.
production engineer didn't figure out to move it down 2 feet, but
Well,
that's okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not a technical problem.
That's okay. It's not a technical problem.
It's technically a problem for
It's
Rob.
speaking
No, actually, this is going to be gone. Anybody that is watching live that wants to get out here, I mean, from what I just saw on the map, it looks like it's kind of the first cell is moving north, and this
That's
little
great.
bit we have right now, I think it's already gone.
I think
So-
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just rain. It's
You'll be,
fine.
and there's no lightning or thunder or anything. You'll be
No.
out there playing cornhole in the rain, and you'll be fine.
Oh, hell yeah, man. The bags will stick.
Yeah, they will.
Oh, there you go.
speaking of
Sticky bags. Sorry, go ahead.
Speaking of a lack of whiskey at the track, I brought my own flask of the West Fork Old Hamer
Did you take 96
Room
ounces?
juice.
Room juice.
room juice.
There you go.
I brought my 8-ounce flask. I actually told Blake Jones, shout out Blake,
Blake.
Shout out, Blake.
the day before, and he was like, "F yeah, man!" Like,
So, I don't drink beer a lot. I mean, Scott and I went to a baseball game. I drank 4 of the little ones. I'm like, fuck, I can't do any more.
Yeah, that was
This is
like
too much.
maybe 2 beers. Yeah.
It wasn't good. So I took.
You did a good job drinking
took-
beer one night at a fuel game.
Yeah,
but that was some
I got
big
hammered
IPA
like hell,
stuff.
too,
You
yeah.
did. You were
But
lit up.
I ended up batching a full bottle of Old Fat, about 2/3 of a bottle of liquor, and then the other stuff.
Yeah.
That might have been what pushed me over the edge on
I
Friday.
drank that at the track during the carb day.
Yeah.
And I'm walking back going, oh, shit. I drink a lot of whiskey. These guys are drinking beer. Like,
Yeah, we were out there. You know, I mean,
That's why I couldn't
look,
sober
you're,
up.
You're hot. You're in the sun. Like cold beer is the best thing, right?
Yeah.
And we were probably,
I wish.
I don't know, we were about 50-50 between yellow fizzies and big boy IPAs.
Yeah.
Two Hearted is my thing. Which real quick, sorry, quick side note. Thank you, Will. Thank you so
Will
much,
Heine.
Will Heine.
Will Heine.
He got me a Two Hearted tap handle with
cool.
the
Hell
whole
yeah,
thing, the
man.
bone, the
I
ball,
love it.
all of it
Nice.
for my house. So
Shout out,
thank you,
Will.
Will. Appreciate
was
that.
cool,
But
yeah.
yes,
So-
it was. We drank a lot of beer.
I went back to
Yeah.
the camp. You guys were still inside watching the pit challenge. I went back to camp to break down and get ready to go, waiting for Jen and Chris and Mike to come back. And I killed the rest of those donut holes,
Yeah.
like all of them.
Well, you were also babysitting the pretentious boy here at the table, getting sobered up so you can go back home.
Oh yeah, well that was prior to that. but-
He did babysitting.
I did.
We had breakfast sandwiches and we had another stick. And
Yeah.
I think Jim gave me some non-alcoholic Sam Adams that
Sierra Nevada.
Sierra
Yeah,
Nevada
Sierra
that was
Nevada.
actually
Yeah.
really good.
Well, they have a big section of non-alcoholic
Oh, it's a
beer.
lot.
yeah.
I know you like the athletic brand.
I like athletic.
They got all those there, and they had a.
They
I
might
love
have the
Guinness,
most.
The Guinness non-alcoholic.
Yeah?
is great.
And I know, Mike, you want to do a non-alcoholic episode. Just make sure and give me a couple days notice because I'll make sure I'm drunk when I come in.
Fun,
He's going to be in Iowa or South Dakota.
I'm not playing
Yeah, I
that
might
game.
be.
He's going to the Grand Prix that day. Speaking of beer, we have an episode on June 17th that we're doing at Metazoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we're
yeah.
going to Metazoa to support them. And
Love
they're
Never
supporting
Metazoa.
us,
if you've never been to Metazoa and you're
You
a
gotta
dog
go.
lover and you have a dog, it is the most dog-friendly brewery around. I would say beer brewery is kind of getting there, though.
Beer is. So I've Logan, hold up my bag for me. Not that bag, this one. No, that's it. I'm just kidding. Spencer Lee's treats guy.
If
We
you are
got all the
coming out
treats,
here
so.
today, he's got them for sale here,
I've
too.
got them for sale. I've got some leashes, got some collars, I got all that. But we're going to have that at Metazoa. We got 4 or 5 dates set up throughout July and August that we're going to be there actually selling this stuff. So come see us at Metazoa. Be sure
Yeah.
to come out. Monday, June 17th, they're open. I think they open at 1. We'll be there a little earlier than that, but
Yeah.
come hang out with us at Metazoa. You
Well,
see a
and-
live show and
Fun times.
And,
Yeah.
and also precursor to down the road here, too. That day I'm going to be talking to him about getting some cans in the shop so we can bring Metazoa, too. We've got Pax Verum. Pax Verum sells great. Everybody around here knows Pax Verum. Great beer. Metazoa is one that's downtown Indianapolis that doesn't get all the,
Is this the rye?
distribution to other places, but we want to bring them in because their beer's fantastic.
So, fun fact, I am actually a Athletic Brewing ambassador.
Are you really?
So, just with
look at
Does
that.
this mean you like
My-
run and drink beer?
with my my other hobby, which is triathlon and road running.
I thought you were going to say with my hot wife.
So question.
I also do have a hot wife.
So serious question for you.
Yeah.
Athletic Brewing Company, do they only do non-alcoholic? Or do they,
Only.
Okay, only. Okay,
Yep.
gotcha.
So they
I was
have
curious.
they have one brew that is they try to process it in a way that takes out the gluten as well.
That's
so
up your alley.
What's your favorite one?
What's my favorite one? I would say like the Upside Dawn.
Yeah.
So good.
My favorite one is the Mexican one.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that one.
They have a sour one too that I saw. So I went to New Rift to pick up some bottles the other day. I went to Party Source, and they had like 15 different athletic brands of the all non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
And they had a sour. They had like a s'mores, like so many different ones.
They had the sour, I believe, at Total One.
Okay, I haven't looked
Noblesville.
there
They
for
have
a lot.
They have a
but-
large selection at
Yeah.
Total One.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I gotta try the sour because sour is right up my alley. The
I love
guava.
That's probably
pineapple.
the one beer I can drink. It didn't affect me like.
Oh,
other
that's what we need
beers.
to get. We need to get Mark or Josh to get us the pineapple shake up. That's the newest up. It's the campfire blend. So.
Yeah.
I have not seen a Moon Drops Distillery person.
I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
that they're doing a
Oh,
lot
they're
of stuff
around.
right now.
They're
They are
working hard.
busy.
Hey,
now.
Rob, you kind of downed that bourbon pretty quick. What'd you think of it?
Very good. Very, very good. I loved it.
Yeah,
Pour
I
some
thought
of
it
that
was
rye.
wonderful.
The rye.
It had that watering effect. It was actually making your
Made you
mouth
thirsty?
water. Yes. Where we talk about that a lot. There's some whiskeys, bourbons and ryes that will make you dry out your palate a little bit. That one just made you want more. It was just really, really smooth.
You got
really
brown butter
sweet.
out of which one, Scott?
The bourbon.
The bourbon. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on
Actually,
the
I was-
rye now.
We're on the rye now, right?
I was watching. Janelle and I were watching some episodes of Chopped, and I guess there's a series they did like a Grand Champion series on Julia Child, and it was
Oh,
all
cool.
chefs that were inspired by Julia Child. And there's some dish. I think it was the trout dish that they talked about, like capers and brown butter. And I thought, okay,
Yeah.
well, that sounds kind of good. And as I was drinking that bourbon, it kind of made me think, like, because I haven't had that dish before, but I want to try it. I want to try making it. It's like lightly floured, and you just, pan sear off the fish kind of whole and dig
Yeah.
into it with some sort of brown butter or lemon sauce. And I thought, boy, that would go really, really well with that.
All right, Will.
So
This rye.
I'm gonna say right now, this rye makes me smile.
Oh, I love it.
Makes me smile.
So
Yeah.
the tasting note I get out of this is
Smiles.
smiles is good, yes, but it's cinnamon roll without the icing.
Oh, okay.
can-
Yeah, I
I
can
can
see
get
that.
It's
The breading.
breadiness and the cinnamon, the almost candied cinnamon, but still on the cinnamon spice side. Oh,
I
very
wanted,
good.
If we're gonna pick a rye, I want it to be a rye.
Yeah, you
I
want that
you
spice.
I want it to be
be
noticeable.
drinking a rye.
So what's the proof on this one then?
That's 113 and a
113?
half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, this lends itself, like when I first started drinking rye, it was all High West, right? Rendezvous,
Yeah.
back when it was still MGP, not their own stuff.
Yeah.
And this very much reminds me of that because
I could see that.
there's absolutely those awesome spice notes. The nose has just that hint, like almost you think you're imagining it, but I think it's there, of that slightly medicinal element.
Yeah.
right? Without being over the top. So it doesn't come across as being minty. Damn good rye.
All right, so we got some listeners on the show. I want to, those of you that are listening live right now, please put a comment out there, just something. Just say, fuck you guys.
Say hi.
Or hi.
Fuck
or,
you, Joe
or
Boo.
whatever. We want to hear from you guys. a
Yeah,
little
come
bit
on.
here.
Jump in here with the comments. Tell us we're full of shit.
Ask
Yeah.
a question,
That's
Please.
a question.
back and forth.
Some
because,
banter, witty banter.
I'll throw some notes out there, but then I'll
Yeah.
go back to it later. I'll be like, well, why didn't I say that?
Dude,
why didn't I say that?
I'm telling you right now, doing a one-man podcast sucks. I'm telling you, I know some friends of mine that have podcasts that have 2 people on it, and when one does it, it's a shit show. So for you to be able to do some of that stuff is
Unless
is
you're that
difficult.
dumb money financial advisor guy.
Well,
I have a lot of fun
Will.
in my office.
I just said, hey, comment if you want Rob to try a Spencer Lee's treat.
Oh, there you go.
So the
Now-
The dog treat.
you come into you promise to come into Final Third and buy a cigar and a drink, and I will take a treat down.
Salmon.
That's one treat per cigar. And
No,
it's got to be
He's
chicken.
going to have to go through a whole bag.
No.
It's got to be chicken. The chicken's
The
cooked.
problem
Everything
is-
else is
and I'm telling
raw.
you right now, it can't be any one of you fuckers on
Well,
here.
hey,
actually
look,
commenting either.
if it's raw salmon, it's fine, right? I mean, that's not a problem.
I have a Becky sighting.
Oh,
Hey. She disappears behind the
Yeah,
camera.
that's nice. She knows what to do.
Come here, Becky. I know we didn't bring the speakers.
Hey, but you
I
had
didn't
the-
want to be rude.
But you had the camera on her.
I could put the camera on her.
Oh yeah, we have to pop that in there at
yeah.
some point.
We didn't want to bring the speakers and try and compete with the live music.
Yeah.
No.
The live
I
music
was
fun.
like, oh, yeah,
So
well,
we'll do another one. Maybe we do one at one of their events where it's not
Well,
like
we do
not
all the
this
events.
event. Yeah, we'll come out here and do more.
Hey,
Mark-
if you like
Mark,
and
hit us up.
subscribe, then we'll have a Final Third podcast event. Like if we get enough people,
Yeah.
Hey,
right?
and if you guys,
If we hit
actually-
1,000.
if
Merch.
someone does comment that they want everybody on the show to eat a dog treat, we're all in.
I'm
I
just
will
a-
tell you-
I'm just a guest.
Man,
Logan's bowing out early.
Nope.
here's the problem:
nope,
is
nope.
if it tastes really, really good, then I don't even have a dog, and Mike's gonna be like, "Why'd you order like 10 packs of the dog treats?" It's for my daughter.
No reason. No
No
reason.
reason. You don't
No
need to
reason
worry
at all.
about it.
Nope,
It's fine.
Nope.
It's
Mind your
fine.
business. That's why.
That's right.
See, you just grab these dog treats, you throw them in your truck when you're driving down the road. You just need a little snack.
That's it.
Pop one in your mouth.
Yeah.
So we're
I see a
a
Chris,
Chris
sighting.
Gordon sighting.
Chris Gordon.
What up, Chris?
Hold on. I gotta hit it.
Did
You
you
can't
get
hear
the,
it, but-
Did you get the cut from
hey.
from him saying it's good? That was the
Oh, no, I
best.
gotta cut it
oh,
out. I
dude,
will.
that
I
was
gotta
the
cut it
best
out.
it's good I've ever heard in my life.
Oh.
It was perfect. It was so perfect at the Carb Day show.
Segments that
And that asshole still hasn't responded. Dude,
He
you're
did
a-
not respond.
You're a freaking white rapper from Shelbyville.
look. Kid
Respond.
Quill, if you're
on.
listening, Kid
Come
Quill's not
on.
listening. I'm gonna tag him. Anybody, tag Kid Quill below.
Yes.
See if he pays attention. He's not
That's-
gonna pay attention.
I mean,
No,
he's got dozens of followers.
No, he has a lot.
I know
he
he
does
does. I
have
know
a
he
lot,
does.
man.
I know he does.
I was actually,
I'm just throwing shit.
Hey, I'm all happy for anybody that gets any kind of success. I don't care what you're doing. I mean, if you're a drug dealer and you're successful, good for you.
Hey,
good
I'm
job.
telling you right
right?
now, Vanilla Ice made it
Vanilla
happen.
Ice did, right?
White rappers can make work,
The funny thing is, you
Look, man.
It takes hard work.
I've not
hard
heard
work.
one. I haven't heard any of his music, but the dude made
not.
it. I mean, they signed him at Carb Day. Like that's
Yeah,
a big deal.
that's
a big deal.
70,000 people.
100%.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Good for him.
Actually,
Boys,
we should
Beastie
get a buddy
Boys.
of mine on, Corey Cox. Corey Cox Music.
Get Corey on, baby.
Get Corey on. Corey played out at he played out at Carb Day in front of 70,000 people, and he also got to open up. I forget who he opened for, but he was at Deer Creek.
He opened.
Yeah,
he opened
he
for
did.
Kid
and
Quill.
he did not open for Kid Quill at Deer Creek.
No, he was the opener that day. So
Do we,
Yeah.
do
We
have
gotta
any-
get Kid Quill on the show now.
during his show, like on the stage.
He's probably on house arrest and can't actually drive, so we probably have to go to his
Wow.
house.
That's true. I mean, you got to have some street cred,
You gotta have
right?
some
You got to
cred,
be
man.
legit.
You gotta have some cred. He's probably got the teardrop,
Tattoo.
What'd you do? I kicked a puppy. You asshole.
But the puppy flew against the garage door, man. It was
Mike
great.
and him are going to fight.
It gets the people going.
Kid Quill is never coming on.
No, probably not. You say
I'm sorry.
kick a puppy. You guys ever hear that old, I forget who it was that call in about you kick my dog?
What was
Man,
that?
from like 20 years ago.
to my store
You've
and you
never
kick my
heard that?
dog.
No.
You
My
kick,
dog.
you know you're big carpal. Dude, it's the funniest shit. I'm telling you.
Oh
Is that
God.
the rum guy?
Smile.
No.
No.
Smile for the camera.
Hey,
We're getting our pictures
the Moon
taken
Drops
here.
girls.
Yep.
We need you for a second though.
You have to get us
Yes.
some rum.
No.
Hey, we need Josh. If you see Josh, kick his butt over
or
here.
Mark. Josh or Mark.
Either one.
No, Josh, because Mark
Or
won't do it
Josh.
for us.
Mark's
Right.
not gonna get
Josh
it.
might.
Josh might get us the rum. Mark's going to say, nope, piss off. But the rum is fantastic. We had the opportunity to taste it.
We've talked so much about that, but my God.
Yeah.
So
Will,
Josh
have you
being
you
rum.
haven't tasted it yet, have you?
I'm not. no.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
I
my
didn't think
God.
so.
I love a good rum, man.
Dude, I mean, I think it should be about 2 years, maybe
Yeah, it's-
maybe 25
little over.
months.
It's around
Yeah.
that 126 proof-ish. Oh,
It's a great rum. They're doing good stuff here at Moon Drops, and I got to say, we kind of drove by here a bunch and didn't really know what all was going on, and you kind of see how things are going from the outside. We got a chance to come here and really learn about it. It was just awesome.
It was.
Mark's
You should
awesome.
taste this Moon Drops barrel.
Not barrel proof.
Oh, we got a new riff.
Yeah, so we've got two new riffs now. We've got the old new riff. One is the bourbon, and one is
The old
6 year.
6 year.
Yeah, 6 year.
Quite a bit here today.
oh yeah, I'm already
I don't think
cursing.
you understand how much I drink.
Exactly.
So this is the.
I only have to go DJ a wedding for 6 hours after
So,
this, so it's
I
no
will
problem.
say, I stopped by. I'm like, you know what? I need to.
I will
need
be
to get
proud.
something in my belly before I come over here today.
Where'd you go?
Unfortunately, I went to what's it called?
Mickey D's.
Mickey D.
You had Taco Bell for breakfast?
Shit, no, it was.
Are you looking for the porta pot now?
You know, I just realized now I went to the wrong fucking place. I went to Hardee's instead of Wendy's.
Instead of do lit.
No, I went to Wendy's.
Wendy's breakfast is pretty good, but I'm a huge fan of Hardee's breakfast, man.
So I ordered Wendy's, and I ordered because they have the English muffins now. I'm like, okay, that's the one. The only thing at McDonald's I can eat is the sausage and egg McMuffin. Love it.
Except
So
they
I'm
don't serve
like-
McMuffins at Wendy's.
No, they have muffins.
Muffins.
They do have them now.
They're not
So I
Mc
ordered. I
muffins.
It's
ordered
a
the
whip muffin.
I
Just-
ordered the bacon, egg, and cheese. And you
Sorry.
want you
Good
want to know
save.
what they sent me? They gave me.
Okay.
They gave me a muffin with bacon and cheese on it, no egg.
Oh.
It literally was literally muffin with like 2 slices of
Well,
bacon.
how was it?
Ooh, okay.
It sucked.
Oh, okay.
It was horrible. Fuck you, Wendy's.
Oh, you don't have room for a new riff right
So
now.
Becky and I went to the Fisher's Farmers Market this morning. If you haven't
Oh.
been, man, they're really starting to ramp up. And
All the farmers markets are kicking
Yes, they
ass
are.
right now.
And
Yeah.
they have I think it's Kennington Farms. If I got that incorrect, I apologize. But they do these breakfast sandwiches in the morning and breakfast wraps that are just delicious. Great start to the morning.
All right.
I
so
will say some of the farmers markets, get to know your local farmers.
Yes.
A very nice lady who I met over some, local Pendleton politics stuff. Jessica Manifold has
Jessica.
Manifold
whatever the
Farms.
Yeah.
And I have not had any of your vegetables yet. Yeah, I think we need this bottle
Yeah,
right here.
pass that bottle back
Rob,
down
can you
there,
pass
Rob.
that back down? Thank you. And just want to shout out to Manifold Farms because I've seen it on Facebook. I need to get out she does Fortville and Pendleton Farmers Markets.
Let's go.
And I need to get some vegetables from her. She's does a killer job. I think it's like an all organic kind of farm experience. Farmers markets, they actually work really, really hard to make sure that people aren't buying from like grocery stores and then coming out and selling for a markup because people do that.
Yeah.
there's
Which,
a
if you
a
do,
different
you are a
section.
terrible person.
Yeah.
Just saying, you shouldn't do that.
Well, and I'll say if you
Some of
haven't
them
been-
allow it, but
if you haven't been to any farmers markets in the last 5 or 6 years, go because they're not just pull up there and grab corn.
yeah.
There is everything there. I mean, there's people
there's-
selling candles and all kinds of shit there, and it's kind of cool because it's more of a spotlight of super small businesses.
Yeah.
Another speaking of farmers markets, come see Spencer Lee's tomorrow, June 2nd at Daniel's Vineyard.
Yeah,
We'll be in
Absolutely.
McCordsville.
And Daniel's is right over
Absolutely.
here.
Daniel's
Yeah,
Vineyard
Daniel's.
is
They're here.
today.
So come out,
Go
check
get
them out
some
here.
wine and get some some dog treats.
We will
and-
be there tomorrow, June 2nd, selling dog treats at Daniel's Vineyard from 1 to 4. We have 5 or 6 dates with them this year that we're going to be.
Yeah,
It's
Lisa-
not far.
It's-
Is this a place that has a big stage?
Yeah,
so.
yeah. They've got
they
one
do.
down
I
in
was
like the
gonna
They
say-
have
woods.
summer concerts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a friend of mine was
Yeah.
just at a concert.
cool
I'm pretty
looking.
sure it was down there.
Super cool looking. So let's talk about this old new riff.
Let's talk about Becky over there getting her hammer on.
Becky.
She's already walking around
Yeah.
with her drinks, getting
Becky
going.
Lee, come on.
She's starting to look like she doesn't know where she's going. Like she's just
Yeah.
meandering a little bit. Like,
Well, Chris is here. Well,
he's
Chris
right
is
there. Chris is
Oh,
also getting his beer on.
Yeah, yeah.
Chris is
there you
meandering
go.
too.
There
So
you
we
go.
got Old New Riff. We started
is
with
this
the bourbon.
a higher rye recipe?
No,
it's-
no. So
I
this
might
is a
get a lot of rye.
6-year, 60% heirloom corn, 26% Balboa rye, and 14% two-row malted
Okay, so
barley.
26
higher.
is a higher.
Higher.
I'm not getting like the last rye we had. I'm not getting the heavy hot rye spice. I'm getting the rye flavor.
I'm only just getting the nose.
But
just
the
getting a
Balboa
touch
is
on
so
it.
mild,
Yeah.
like it's
It is
not
a
it's
milder.
not a very pungent rye. Like,
Yeah.
so the Balboa rye by itself is amazing, but to
Oh,
blend,
it could be totally fucked right now.
Nah.
Seriously, it could be.
We're
And after,
professionals.
Well,
After I
mean-
drank as much as I did over the Indy 500 weekend, it was like,
I mean,
wow.
granted, you showed up at the site and you're like, "Fuck you, fuck you." It was
Oh
like-
yes, I did.
I mean,
I was.
Scotty D was in rare form today.
so
we finally got back to the happy Scotty D.
Yeah, we're getting
he,
there.
He
I
popped
was-
the buttons off. It's all good now.
but do you notice what I don't have?
Probably not.
An audience microphone.
Oh, you don't have an audience.
So I could have used your.
Could have used my microphone.
Hey,
After
Okay,
he
so
yelled
let's
at
talk
me.
about this.
Get that-
Let's talk about this real quick, okay? So
Scott's mad at me.
So
Damn it, now he's
Mike
gonna get
sends
mad
me a bunch
again.
of texts leading up to this show and it's like, hey, I'm gonna need. No, I don't even think you texted him. I think you just told me down at the lot 6.
no, it was on our group text.
Was it on our group
Yes.
text? He's like, hey, I needed the extra microphone. I need your Verizon Cube to get internet out here. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to bring all this stuff. And then I think I'm supposed to be here about noon because we're supposed to go on at 12:30. And somehow it got switched because of the rain, and I didn't see that. I don't know. It was an early morning for me. And so I get all my stuff. I like hop in the shower for 2 seconds so I don't walk real well because a bus hit me. I can't talk about it very much publicly due to legal restrictions.
And he cries a lot.
Yes, I go and huddle up in the fetal position and cry. So I had to cross this rope, and I'm like trying to do this, and you know, I get here, and I'm just like, "Here's all your shit," and he's like, "Oh, I don't need any of it."
And he's like, "Oh shit, I forgot my chair in the car."
I think I got the strongest fuck you from Scott I ever did. I said, hey, good for showing. I'm glad you showed up today. buddy."
Fuck you.
That's right. It was a straight fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah, he got it.
I was
So Scott's mad at
definitely
me.
in rare form, but we're good. We're good.
Well, look,
Yeah,
coming
yes.
from the production side of it, I have to be prepared for the worst, to where somebody's going to forget something. So if everybody brings everything, there's never going to be a problem.
So what I'm getting is Mike's the problem.
So what I'm hearing
I
is
am.
it's okay if I just leave stuff at home occasionally.
Yeah,
Because somebody else is
but I
going to
feel
bring
that
it.
way
Because somebody
too.
else will bring it, but then the great part is if we all feel that way, then one of these days we're going to show up. and
Nobody's
Mike's be
gonna
like,
have anything."
You didn't bring anything.
Mike's gonna
no,
have
we
one-
didn't. Figure it out, Mike. What are you going to do? You're the producer. Make it happen.
So-
One
so what
microphone
this-
on the board.
So what I learned today is that everyone is very reliable.
Yes.
Oh wow, wow.
I mean, I knew that,
Except for Logan, he didn't bring a chair.
except for Logan. He forgot his chair.
Yeah. Leaving your car until you.
Yeah. Yeah, don't bring it in, but jeez.
This show's starting to feel like it has the possibility of heavily derailing. I'm just saying.
I mean,
It's-
Well, we had
It's on the rails.
it is. We're on the rail right
It's like
now,
one-
but
there's- we're half off the track
we're
right now.
we're definitely
So-
going around a hard turn.
So speaking of this old new riff,
Oh, back to the bourbon.
back to the bourbon. Tell
I
us.
just sniffing it over here. It's like I get a lot of butterscotch.
Yes,
Yes, yeah,
You know,
I
the
do
funny
too.
thing is, I was
Candy.
about ready to say the same thing because I think
Yeah.
the rye had just stuck to my glass so much from what you had because that rye was incredible, and now all that I talked about where I was like, oh, does this have rye in it? It's all gone.
But
There's even butterscotch on the palate.
Butterscotch and then almost a little bit of a syrupy quality too.
I think that's
Yes.
part of the Balboa. Gives you that syrupy
I
stuff.
gotta tell you, Mike. I know you guys are huge New Riff fans. This might be one of the best New Riffs I've had.
Good.
It's
So,
very, very good.
Is
I
this
think
going to
this
be
is
an
the
annual
second
release?
pour I've had of a new riff
Ever?
ever.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. We're
Oh.
gonna get Logan in a new
Yeah.
riff then.
So, Mike, is this an annual release now? Or?
I hope so. I'm not sure.
Yes.
Delicious.
I think some of their special releases have ended up being annual releases. So hopefully this one comes. I mean, probably because Old New Riff is a new line for them. So it's like the what was the other one? Silver Oak was
Yeah.
their other one. I still have not tried any of that stuff, but that one paid homage to their farm. But
Is it homage or homage?
it paid homage to their farm. So
I want to bring up to the Knuckle Sandwich Maduro now
Yes.
because it is really mellowed out. to me. A little
See,
bit.
for me on the nose, it's spicier and I'll get out now. But
really?
I'm further behind you. I'm barely getting the second
I'm starting
third.
the final.
Oh, I'm
third,
right at the
yeah.
tail end already. I'm
Yeah.
almost done.
I'm still in the second third.
That's
Wait,
what
you
I
guys
love
are still
about
smoking
this.
that?
Oh man,
Damn,
you went
Mike's
to a
already out of
Fumanoche.
I moved on to a Fumanoche.
That's beautiful. No, but this it does in the final third. It to me like if your palate gets so adjusted to it that it ramps up, but it doesn't ramp up as heavy as what you would expect it to. You know, being a Maduro,
Yeah.
which we know
Yeah,
doesn't always
strength-wise.
mean strength is high, but in this case it does, right? It's a pretty high strength cigar, and I kind of feel like it's almost like your palate adjusts to it a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's why it kind of mellows out and you get a little bit of different flavor towards the end. It's such a unique and wonderful cigar. It's why I smoke at least one a week.
Yeah.
Because of that. And shout out to honestly both Espinosa and Guy
Yes.
Fieri, because this is his brand. This is the only like celebrity branded thing that I've ever had. And I'm like, I'm all in.
Agreed.
It
Yeah.
is so good. And I know Guy worked really, really hard to get into Espinosa because he was a big fan of theirs, and to make I'm not a
So-
Connecticut guy, but it's fantastic.
It is. And the one thing I find with me is when I'm smoking cigars, a lot of times I don't think about retrohaling and I just go ahead and smoke it. But once I start retrohaling, almost every puff's a retrohale. So this thing is still a spice bomb on the retrohale.
The retro, it never ends. It
never
never
ends for
ends.
me.
The spice
Yeah.
is always
Yeah.
there. But I think on the palate,
It's just
it does change.
smooth.
It just is really, really nice.
Yep.
You know what we should have had today? We should have smoked the 601. Any of them.
Too late.
Too late.
Too
but
late.
it's 601. I mean, it's June 1st.
Oh, it
601
is
day.
June
Damn, it is
1st.
601
Damn
day.
it.
I know. I saw him post about that this morning.
I
so
missed
I was
it. I
like,
missed it.
man, I was going to say something, but
Yeah, you should have.
I saw it when we got here, and like you were pulling up, and I saw Espinosa's post about it, and
Damn it.
Jake posted, and I was like, shit, that would have been a great.
Isn't there a 601 blue?
601
Yeah.
blue,
Yeah.
red,
I thought it was blue.
green,
So I think do you still sell those, the blue?
blue, red,
You still
and
got the
green.
blue. Okay.
Yep, yep.
The
Yeah, I
yellow
just don't
is
have
the
the
one
yellow
that you
or the
don't
orange.
have. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, yellow or orange.
Yellow and orange, there were limited releases.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because
Bring those back.
I've got a blue in my humidor, and I couldn't remember if it was still readily available or not. So
Oh, yeah, I got the Toros.
now I feel good about smoking that one. If I pick it up anytime, I can get another one.
Yeah, I totally
I always
missed
hate when
that
you get
one.
down to the end. I'm down to my last 2 Year of the Ox for La Galara, and I'm like, those are gone. Like
And
I'll never
those
get
don't
them again.
exist anymore.
And those were the best. They were so good.
the Year of
so-
the Dragon is getting really, really good.
I haven't had one yet.
But the Year of the Ox was the pinnacle
It was
of
great.
their year of.
So
No, this is a Toro. That Year of the Ox was, God, what was it, like 56 by 7.5?
7.5. It was
Yeah.
it was
Big
very
cigar,
long.
yeah.
Yeah, it had. I clearly got 5 transitions out of that
Yeah,
thing,
and
which
I
is
know
the
you-
most I've ever got out
And
of
I
a
know
cigar.
you like long cylindrical things in your mouth, so I mean it really makes sense. that you
Mouthfeel.
like that.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Mouthfeel. Yep.
There's
yeah.
that rail we were talking about.
There we go.
Oh,
There we go.
There
we're,
we go.
we're turning again. We're starting to tip onto one rail.
Hell,
So about this bourbon,
Speaking of rails,
talk about it.
Yeah,
man.
I'm just waiting on Rob over here to pull out a goon reference. Yeah,
So-
you like the long cylindrical ones because you like the cock in your mouth.
Yeah.
so
69. It'd be hilarious.
It's hilarious. Take the number 69.
so I do like the. This is really good.
It is very good.
So it's shifted from a butterscotch to maybe like more of like a sweetener / caramel candy.
Yeah.
A little
It's
bit of that
just- it's just-
aspartame,
it-
you're saying?
No,
maybe not quite aspartame, not like a artificial
It's
sweetener.
like the homemade caramel you
Yeah.
do on your
I-
stove.
okay.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, we
got
got
a tent rolling.
We got a tent moving here.
And there she blows.
It is a little windy. If you
I
got more
cannot
than-
catch it, so
No, we're right. We got a hand right here.
That gives me so much anxiety right now.
So funny story here. A little 500 throwback. I used to camp out in the Coke Lot. Okay, and the Coke Lot is this massive 170 acre wide open field. Lot 1A, Lot 1C is where you can camp. And this was back before you had to have like wristbands, and which I'm approve of the wristbands. Okay, I'm a big fan of them because we stopped camping in the Coke lot because of some security issues, and they've since fixed it, which is great. But when you go out to the Coke lot and you're there on Thursday, it used to be, because IndyCar was down for a while, that it was pretty wide open. Like, you could just take up as much space as you wanted. People go out and they'd rope off a football field because they knew that they had people coming in on Saturday. And so me and my buddy Terry Wells, he doesn't come to the 500 anymore. I know he would come out if I asked him to, in a heartbeat, but his life took a different turn. He's got family and all that stuff, like happens. We're out there and we're trying to set up a 10 by 20 carport tent. And when you have a 170-acre lot, the wind just blows, like pretty aggressive in Indiana in May in a 170-acre lot.
Yep.
And we lost that thing twice. It went flying, and I mean, it went a quarter mile. Because you're 170 acres, it's a huge field. And that thing was just tumbling, and we're running, chasing after it, and we get it back, and we're like, okay, let's get this thing staked down. And before we can stake down, a huge gust of wind comes up and takes it a quarter mile again. And everybody that's there, which isn't a lot of people, but there's a few, and they're all pointing and laughing. They think it's hilarious. Nobody's running to help us. They're like, you're on your own right now.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. So, yeah, I have sympathy anytime I see a flying tent. I'm always like, oh, man, I remember that.
That reminds me of when we went to do our Elijah Craig pick at Heaven Hill, and Eric Jansen, shout out Eric.
Shout out to Eric.
He was wearing his 10-gallon hat, and the wind blew real hard, and we went to stop by Willett, and it just like blew across the field, and you just see Eric go running across the field chasing after his hat. It was the funniest thing ever.
Fat redheaded farmer running across
running
the
after
field.
his hat. Like,
has he been around lately? Is he still living the dream married life? I feel like I haven't seen him much.
He was in about a week and a half.
He was
2 weeks ago,
he was down at Turkey's new.
Oh, that's right. He got to meet Jimmy Russell.
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
He also got to see a
Jimmy,
live taping of the Bourbon Pursuit podcast. They were there.
Oh, that's cool.
awesome.
So it was pretty cool to.
Yeah, and I know Jimmy Russell is
that.
one of his all-time people.
And Jimmy, let me tell you, if you haven't had the chance to meet him, he's very, very old. So I definitely say go meet him if you get a chance. He is the nicest guy. I mean, I was in a line with 100 people, and he just every single, he's lived an incredible life and created incredible bourbon whiskeys for all of us to enjoy.
Oh yeah,
And
he's got to be a part of that. So,
Yep.
all right, Logan, let's get into this rye.
Yes.
We're gonna get into the old New Riff rye.
All right.
Rob, you got another cigar I can buy off you?
No, you can have one, though.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll
What do
take
you want?
one. I just pick one for me. I just feel like I should be smoking. We're on the podcast.
Yeah, we're not done yet. It's still early.
Oh, shit. Is he going to make me eat a fucking dog drink?
He may have not been paying attention.
Thank God.
Oh,
Yeah, he
Will
didn't
Haney's
ask
on his
about
way.
it. Oh, there we go. That's
He'll be up
beauty.
here soon. Thank you, sir.
Oh, Will's on his way. Good.
Yeah, Will Haney.
Good. Hey, there's no bushes around here for Lisa to jump into.
I'm
Sorry,
sure. Well,
Liesl.
no. Actually,
There's
maybe
plenty of
this-
bushes.
Oh, there are bushes.
Oh, actually, Liesl, there's some grasses here. Those would be much better to jump into.
A little
Yeah.
softer. Yeah, a little softer
than
than
the
bushes.
the bushes that she jumped into, because that was rather aggressive.
She was going pretty
she got
hard.
Pretty
She
scratched
was
up from
feeling no
that.
pain, though. It was fine.
She didn't feel it till the next day.
And she's also young, so she heals fast.
Look, that was qualification weekend. That wasn't even like race weekend. That was quals. Like we were throwing down the week before.
Look, it's the month of May.
He has that blue milk.
Yeah, what are you drinking there, Chris? Blueberry sour.
Is that
All
from
right.
Tarnished Hollow? Okay,
Terre Haute.
gotcha. Nice.
All right, I like
Nice.
Rob Will says Liesl double dog dares you to eat a dog treat.
Double
Double dog.
she can't ignore a double dog dare.
You can't triple stamp a double stamp.
That's right. That's
No
right.
salmon. You
Here
gotta
we
get the
go.
chicken.
Get the chicken.
Bring
Where's
it
the
on,
chicken
baby.
at?
Bring it on.
I
All
think
right,
the
hold
chicken's
on.
that one
All
over
right.
there.
Chris, underneath the table, I got to get the bag.
Back what you drinking, babe.
Climb underneath the table. He's sending Chris
there should
under
be a
the
bag.
table.
Hey, that's my balls. Get off of them.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
Ow! Ow!
Ow, my balls.
GoPro's not on. You can move the GoPro.
Yeah.
Sorry, a little
Yeah,
idiocracy reference there if you don't get that one.
Just a handle
yeah,
bag.
yeah.
I mean, come
Are we
on.
all doing it?
It's all good ingredients.
Yeah, that'll work.
If we're all doing it.
We're all doing it. We're all doing it.
Are we all going to eat a dog treat?
Yes.
Really?
I mean, come on. It's all natural, all in good ingredients. Come on.
I will say this: if we like
For
it,
Rob. This is for Rob.
if we like it,
do it for our
your
boy
dog.
Mike. All of us are going to take
If we
one.
like it, your dog will love it.
I'll do it with you, brother.
Just take a bite
Ready?
and then
Yeah.
hand it off. Oh, you ate the whole thing. All right, Rob. So give us the flavor notes here.
Right.
A little dry. Might need a little whiskey with that.
Chicken and blueberry.
All right.
Chicken and blueberry. Okay.
Well, we now know what the tagline should be for this one. Rob eats a dog treat, and Mike ate a dog treat. Is it also dry?
Very
It's
good.
You've done this
dry.
before, though, Mike.
Yes.
Well, think about how much slobber a dog has. I mean, they're just naturally able to cover that. So I think it's not.
Honestly,
It's down.
it tastes like a chicken oatmeal bar.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how to respond to that.
It's not bad.
Talk about the fruit notes
It's
you get
drier
on this.
now.
You get fruit notes from that? It's
No,
blueberry.
no fruit. Running across the field.
Damn
loving
right.
life.
We don't we don't, abuse the chickens, but we yell at them.
So
They deserve it.
Survey suggestion for small dogs is 1 to 2 cubes a day.
All right, I'm a small
Medium
dog.
dogs 2 to 3 cubes a day, and large dogs 3 to 4. So you need
So
about
you,
3
you
more.
got
buddy.
about 3 more to
In a day.
go in a day.
In a day. Honestly,
Just add water. Hold on.
that's what I did. It actually was fine. Not
Tastes
bad.
like chicken.
Yeah,
You got to rehydrate
Actually-
it.
Okay.
you know what it tastes like? This is gonna sound stupid, but it's gonna be like that canned chicken.
Oh
It
yeah.
has that aftertaste of canned chicken. Nothing wrong with that. I ate some yesterday.
So what you're saying is, if I break this up with some mayonnaise and maybe
Yes.
like some relish,
I think we need to
then
make
throw it
dog-
on a sandwich.
We'll throw lettuce on there.
Lettuce
Mayo
wrap.
and lettuce.
Yeah, lettuce
Yeah.
wrap.
Yeah.
Make it healthy.
That's
Spencer
right.
Lee's
Hey,
casserole.
wait. Becky looks like she wants one.
Becky wants a dog
She
treat.
wants one. I mean, she's eating those nasty little pretzel
It
things.
pairs great with pretzels.
Isn't that bad?
If a person can say that that's not that bad, that's pretty
Hey,
solid.
Becky, you
man.
want to
Go
come
ahead.
on?
Dig in.
You want to come on?
No, the other way.
Your other-
you're
other
in,
right.
You're in
Right.
frame now. No,
Your
you're
other
more
right.
in frame.
Keep
If you
trying.
step this way, you're out of frame.
Go that way. There you go.
Yeah, right
Come
there.
on. Come on.
This is my lovely
No.
wife.
Hey.
No, you're more in frame. Go this way. This
Stri-
way. This way. Ah, I got her.
Strike a,
There she goes.
strike a pose, Becky. Strike a pose.
There's Becky,
There you go.
everyone.
So you guys trying this rye?
Haven't tried
Okay,
it
back
yet.
to the
I'm
bourbon.
waiting.
You know, I was getting taste of chicken still on my.
I think we need you on the podcast a little bit more often. You keep us on point.
Yeah. Let's get back to the main point here.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I gotta get all the flakes of chicken.
I also
out of
think
my
there's a
mouth.
little bit of sun coming out.
I love it.
Yeah.
Will's got it.
Will's got it.
It's 65% Balboa rye, 20% heirloom corn, and 15% two-row malted
malted.
barley.
Okay.
Yeah, so this one is the rye. So
Hey, Mike, might be time for us to have one of those salmon
Very
treats.
nice.
I would not. Those are raw.
Okay, never mind. All right.
You don't
I,
like
I cannot
sushi?
guarantee those.
No,
You
I
don't
don't want to do
Raw
that.
and kosher.
They are not sashimi grade.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Probably not suitable for human consumption. Should be
so
on the
those are
package.
the ones you grind down and snort.
Yes.
So I'm here. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now. Let's transition to food real quick. So,
All right.
Meat Church, Matt Pittman came out with a new short this week with a bourbon maple glazed salmon,
I saw that.
and I prepared
Damn.
this wonderful dish for my wife last
Oh
night.
yeah, how was it?
It was phenomenal.
Oh,
It was
awesome.
excellent. It was super easy to make.
Would you try it?
I mean, shout out to
What
Rec-
was it? Chicken?
It was a bourbon maple glazed salmon.
Oh, salmon.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
So
delicious.
did you make it on the RecTech?
I made it on the RecTech.
Okay. RecTech,
Shout
baby.
out
Shout
to
out to them.
RecTech.
Yep.
We need your sponsorship.
Yep.
I tagged him.
Shout
I
out-
tagged him with
shout out
RecTech Bill.
to Bill.
Shout out
Yep.
Bill.
Yeah,
Bill
yeah.
knows those guys really, really well.
very-
Bill
This
was
guy
on
is
the
the
podcast.
RecTech king. Him and
Oh,
Chris
it
are
was-
the RecTech king.
It was very easy to make. It took prep time was literally 5 minutes. Took 20 minutes to smoke. At,
Wow.
20 minutes, and then finished with that glaze for about 5 minutes, and it was jam up, man.
So
It sounds
what,
good.
What I hear you saying is we need to do an episode at your house.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Dude.
dude. Yeah.
Everybody shows up in their
Down
in
on your
their
back
swim
porch.
trunks.
That'd be
Yeah.
great.
I mean, we got the pool right there. Oh my god.
That'd be great.
My shirt's already
I mean,
off most of the time.
Honestly, at that point, Will might have the
We need to get a backdrop there, Rob.
jellyfish tank at Will's house.
this this rye is really
It's
confusing
great.
me.
Why?
I think it's great.
No, I love it.
Say more.
Like,
Say
it's-
more.
What do you mean?
Confusing you. Wait, what do you mean?
Well, it just the Flamingo Barrel release in 2015 that was so close to the
New riff rye that I've tasted. So
and
Heck yeah.
it's
Love it.
I can't figure out. Maybe it's the cigar or something, but something's got me a little thrown off about it.
It's
I'm trying to.
It's sweet.
Is it the
it's-
sweetness?
it's sweet.
20%. Got 20% corn, so I definitely feel the corn rounding it out.
Yeah.
Like
not
the
a-
really what it is. It's,
Yeah.
The Balboa is definitely
It's
a
sweeter.
different type of rye.
It's a sweeter rye. So
it's more nougaty.
it's more nougaty.
I think what we need to get some of these some of the people that are kind of watching in on us right now to go out to some of these places and get us some samples.
I'm getting a.
Bring 'em on the show.
I think you're right.
That's not a bad idea.
Chris.
I'm getting a real distinct flavor here.
Christopher.
I'm just not sure what it is. I'll peg it. I will get the flavor. That probably didn't come across the way I expected.
What's that?
Sorry, Mike's dying over there. Sorry, Mike.
I love that you immediately
So,
saw that I also
Getting
am
all-
in tune with that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, we need Chris or Becky to come back because
So I did reach out. I just texted Brandon. He's the owner of
Chris.
Tarnished Hollow
Chris
Brewery.
Gordon.
Told him to bring some samples down. He's not responded yet. He's probably busy pouring samples right now.
He's coming.
All right, I got Chris coming over.
He's coming.
He's sitting over in a comfortable
Get that 8
for all of us to try from one of these awesome vendors out here. We don't care whatever, anything. Like this,
Get a beer.
Chris is like,
Just-
you guys are gonna put me to work.
we just want you to go walk to a tent and get 5 cups of something.
Bribe him with a cigar.
I was
Hey.
down.
just lay it up on the table.
Oh, well, I
Hey.
love
Hey,
Triton
guys.
stuff. If we've got some Triton beer,
Hey.
that would be fantastic.
These are my old time friends right here.
Nice.
Terry and Stephanie. These are my.
If you step to
Rock
your
bottom.
right, we'll
Yeah,
get you
get
in
in
the
the
camera
camera.
real
Come on,
quick. Come
Terry.
on, we
No,
at least got to see
we gotta
see
have
who
you.
you are and say hi.
Right there. Say
There
hi.
you
wave.
go.
So
Just
This
wave.
is
There's
Terry
some
and Stephanie.
friends,
They're
yeah.
old friends of mine. We were rock bottom buddies for after work for years and years. Yeah,
The Rock
good to see
Bottom
you.
Brewery downtown.
Look at her. She's moving out of the camera.
heck yeah, look
Oh,
at this.
and we
Wearing
got
a, wearing a new riff
New
shirt.
riff
Yeah.
shirt.
New riff
We're
shirt.
drinking
I like
some
it.
new riff right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Yes,
drinking.
absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
it is. See?
we got both of
If
them.
you didn't hear, she said that's good shit.
Heck yeah, yeah, we
Very,
got both
very
of them.
good. Yeah.
It's good stuff. Familiar faces.
So are they friends from where around here?
They're like so, you know, Rock Bottom Brewery when it was over.
Yeah, I
in,
remember Rock Bottom.
over at College Park, over by near St. Vincent.
Yep.
We'd knock off after work, and it was our regular Cheers crew that we would
Ah,
hang out and grab an
nice.
after work beer. So
Love it.
a lot of fun with them.
Heck yeah.
I miss those guys. I wish they were still around.
Right here, yeah.
All right.
That looks fancy.
Oh, what is this?
Elm
18th
Street.
Street?
Elm Street.
Oh, there we go.
A key lime pie sour.
I got the little mini shots.
Oh,
We can
perfect.
Is
Pour it in
camera-
here.
This camera's on, right?
Yeah.
So this is
So this is
who Elm Street.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, Elm
we
Street.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you
Elm
guys.
Street, you
Cheers.
guys.
Hey, I also
so
want
it
to
is
point
a
out.
key lime pie sour. We're gonna be trying this. here in a
Oh,
few
that's
minutes.
right up my alley. I'm
Key
excited
lime,
about this one.
marshmallow, and graham cracker.
All right,
Hell
so,
yeah.
So,
Sour double IPA.
Ooh,
oh,
love that.
what?
Come on.
All right.
Sour
I'm super
double
excited about
IPA.
that.
Okay,
so maybe
this
we
is
ought
gonna
to
be
do
good.
the little.
Yeah,
cups.
we got the
Yeah,
little
we got
cups
the little
here.
cups
Let's
right
get
here.
those going.
If you pour, Rob, I'll pass.
You got it.
I also want to point out that Chris went the least distance.
Yes, he did.
That's
Yeah, he literally walked 30 steps.
He
That was
went-
good
he
effort,
went-
though.
He really
Will,
went
you wanna
the
pass
extra
that down?
mile for
Yeah.
Oh,
Face-
we got a dog hair or something in this one, but
That's okay.
Don't worry
It's
about it.
Oh, no way. It
You
came
can
from
get
my
that out.
house, so
That's yours.
Here's the next one.
there's
Next
no way
up.
that came from my house.
Yeah, give Mike the dog hair. He's used to that shit.
He's used to that shit.
I gotta say, for being key lime, I wasn't sure what the color would be, but it's a beautiful golden color.
You said dog hair. There's dog hairs.
Well,
If
look,
you wanna-
man.
if you want to dump it, there's
I'm not dumping it. Are you
3/4 of
kidding
a
me?
can here.
You know how
Yeah,
much dog hair I eat in a
I was
day?
gonna say,
All right, so
yeah.
we're gonna talk about
Oh
this.
my
So
God.
the
Whoa.
ABV on this thing.
I love this.
Let's see what they say. They don't even say. It's all the IBA, all the ABVs.
all the
Oh, this is
ABVs and all the IBUs.
This is amazing.
So
Okay,
I don't
so
know
I'll
what
say
it is.
I'll say that every time I go down to Sarasota, every time I go down to Florida, I try to find the best key lime pie.
Yeah.
And I can't. I think the name of the store is Floribrian Flows, and they make all their pies homemade in this little hole in the wall kind of place. And this reminds me so much of their pie.
Where's it at?
So it's I can't remember the street, but it's right there, like South Sarasota / Northern Osprey,
Okay.
right off that main street. I can't remember the Tamiami, I think is what the yeah, right off of that street. But it's so good. Like
I was
this
gonna say this. So
takes me back
I've
to
been to
Florida.
the. Isn't there a key lime pie place down in the Keys somewhere?
Oh yeah.
Is it in Key West? I don't remember if it's in Key West. I think it's in like Marathon Key, and they do the traditional curdled version, right?
Okay.
Which is how key lime was originally made. It wasn't like a baked thing.
So I need to go down.
Yeah, and it was
Farther
this.
south.
This reminds me of that very, very much. It's actually
very good.
excellent.
Very tart.
And for those looking for this beer, Elm Street Brewing Company, they're at 519 North Elm Street in Muncie, Indiana, which Muncie surprisingly has a great kind of beer culture going on. I can't think of the bar that's down there, but there is a bar in downtown Muncie that they're like World of Beers kind of thing. And they have something like, I don't know, 1,000 different beers that you can try. Muncie doesn't get much love in Indiana.
No.
I mean, it's Ball State University. That's kind of what people know it for. It used to be a much bigger town. It's kind of shrunk a little bit. They used to have a great Mardi Gras Fest. I don't know if they still do that. But Muncie's a great town, man.
Yeah,
I'm glad to see that there's stuff going on
I
there.
call it Funcy. It's
Funcy.
Funcy.
There you go. Yeah.
My
Yep.
fondest memory in Muncie is 2 half Ironmans.
Am I still on? Oh, there we go.
Say it again.
2 half Ironmans.
You turned me off, didn't
2
you?
half Ironmans in Muncie, man.
It's
Yeah.
it's a good time.
Well, if you find
Hey.
yourself in Muncie or near Muncie,
My man.
make sure and go visit Elm Street, and
So-
tell them you heard about them on Final Third podcast, so that they know that we sent them that way.
So, hey, Brandon, get right there, right about crazy good beer right now. So he
Heck
brought us
yeah.
some samples to try.
perfect.
yes,
So,
thank you
love
so
it.
much.
I want the dark
He's-
one.
Elwood, baby.
He's a buddy of mine. He's actually a really great guy. So,
Heck
all
yeah.
right. So, what are we drinking?
Okay, we got Mexican hot chocolate.
What?
My man. Oh,
Blueberry
Oh my
muffin
God.
IPA.
and
And
a
a
sour.
sour.
Gotcha.
Holy moly.
My man. He's had a brewery in Elwood for quite a while, but he's actually going out and growing, and he's actually starting to distribute and doing some stuff. So we're excited to see what he's going to
North Madison County, baby.
Elwood.
Elwood actually, I don't know, is the meadery still there? No, they closed,
No.
didn't they? Oh, they moved to Fountain Square.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I forget, what was the name of the meadery? New Day Meadery.
They started in Elwood. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I remember going by. I never stopped, and I should have, but I'll
It
okay,
was
I'll make
good,
sure
yeah,
and
yeah.
get to.
He was talking about the breakfast magpie. It's a very good.
I'll make
mead.
sure and
Yeah.
get over there. But
yeah,
we're gonna
drop 'em
sample
off
some
over
of these
here.
beers.
We'll pass 'em
We'll
around,
take a
man.
sip and pass
Thank you,
them.
man.
Give me the darkest one.
We got the stout, or that's the Mexican chocolate. Yep. You go ahead, Rob. You start. I don't care. Do you guys want to dump into cups, or do you care about sipping, or what do you want to do?
We'll just sip together. It's
All right,
fun.
I like sipping together. That's fine.
Nutter butter. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much. So
So
this is
nutter butter. It literally
There
is
he
like a
goes.
nutter butter beer.
and porter's not usually my favorite. Some of them they end up a little bit sweet. How's this one? Is it on the sweet side, or is it
It's
okay?
on the sweeter side, but it balances nicely. It doesn't end super sweet. You're getting some of that roastiness out of it, which is kind of nice.
Oh, now see that I could drink all day long because everybody's doing like the milk chocolate stouts and all that. The stouts can get a bit aggressive for me. I mean, I don't want beer to taste like beer. I don't want
Okay,
it to
which-
taste like milk
Which one was
chocolate.
this one?
This is the
Nutter
nutter
butter,
butter.
okay.
It totally has the peanut butter flavor,
Sorry,
but it's
that
not
one. I
aggressive.
can't remember what that was.
This was the Mexican hot chocolate.
Okay.
and
This one's fantastic.
That's beautiful.
So one thing I've noticed with Brandon is he is a nano brewery, so he is actually trying to do all the
Oh,
crazy
it's got a
shit.
nice spice too.
It
Yeah, it
does.
does.
It does.
So
It's
he's
so
always
much
putting out
flavor.
all the power. It just has a lot of those beer notes.
Now, see,
you
we
would
probably
want.
should have started there because I
We
feel like
should've.
that totally got
That's,
overshadowed.
that's,
by-
Yeah, it did.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Which I love. That's
And do you remember what this one was?
man.
You
It's
taste
da-
it.
it's
You
a
think it's going to
daiquiri.
be really sweet or on the nose? You
Oh
think
no,
Right.
this is the sour. Oh, this is freaking
This is
good.
really
this
good.
one's really
this
light.
is a blueberry IPA. This is an IPA.
That's the IPA.
That one doesn't. That one's like the lighter side of blueberry, which I really like.
No, I can't-
versus kind of that deep dark fruit note that
pie.
you get from some of them. Yeah, it's much more blueberry pie.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Yeah, there's
I
a nice
can't
bready
remember,
element
Scott.
to it.
Are you a sour beer fan?
I love.
That one's my winner of all of them right now.
Ooh.
I mean, I can.
Oh
drink,
my goodness!
And I don't drink a lot of beer. That one I can
including the
drink.
key lime.
And to me, like some of the best sours I've had are the ones that just make you want to pucker. You know, they
Well, and
not your
that's-
butt, your mouth. Okay, Mike, stop
Yeah,
looking at me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wasn't looking.
Pegging and butt puckering has Mike looking at me.
Pegging
I'm
and
like,
butt
what do you got going on over there in your personal life there, Mike?
He's not wearing a pineapple shirt today.
I'm not wearing the pineapple shirt today. No,
Not yet.
no.
Not yet.
But
That's
no,
later.
that sour when it has that flavor that makes your mouth just kind of squeeze up a little bit, and then even the nose I love because
Yeah.
a sour to me
Oh,
should
man.
should be like those when people talk about the things that smell terrible, but you also are like you're like, oh, that's so terrible. And you breathe in a bunch, right?
wanna smell it more.
That's right. I want to smell it more. It's
It
so
makes you
bad.
want more.
It
Absolutely.
does. It
Well,
does.
You said
I
it
don't.
a minute ago. A lot of sours end up being low proof, low ABV.
Yeah.
But one thing Brandon's known for is kicking the ABV up and getting that 8-9% stuff.
You want more of it?
Absolutely, but all the notes out of it when like early season strawberries.
Well done, Brandon.
You know, late season or late ripening
good.
strawberries get heavily sugared, right? But when you get a strawberry, it's kind of early. It's got that tartness, and it's so good. You know what? It's got a little bit rhubarb.
Yeah.
Rhubarb.
I can see
That's,
that.
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely has rhubarb.
Wow,
in
I
it.
feel like that's not a note that we usually find.
It's
Nope.
very,
Rhubarb.
very rare, and it's very difficult to reproduce. You don't see it hardly anywhere. It's not something that comes out naturally as one of those flavor notes.
The
Yeah.
only time I've had rhubarb is when I've gone to Pigeon Forge and have had that Tennessee sweet wine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
You know that area is so awesome. Pigeon Forge, Sevierville, and Gatlinburg.
Yeah, Grant was
That's
just
where
there.
Grant is, yeah.
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. That is.
I,
where
I went to
Shout out
school.
Grant.
Went to school in South.
Now, fun story, Logan. Thanks.
that was it. That was it. That's what he loved. That was it.
You know what?
No, but you're right. That's
You're right.
I'm
It's
not
a
a mountain
beautiful
guy.
area.
I'm not I'm a beach guy, right? And I think that comes from being in central Indiana where it's flat, and I like big flat open spaces. I like the ocean. I do love going to Gatlinburg. Anytime because it's such a fun thing, and honestly, I'm not a shopping guy, but I have a wife and she likes shopping. Well, surprisingly enough, alcohol makes shopping more fun. So if we go do distilleries,
way.
then suddenly I don't mind. She's like, "Hey, I want to run into this store real quick." I'm like, "Cool, let's go in there."
Hell yeah, let's do it.
It's like flying.
Yeah,
Flying's always better when you have a buzz.
it is. It is. It is.
It's always
And I
great.
will say there's some great hat places. I know I don't wear like everybody wears ball caps now. If I wore a hat on the show every time we had one, I would have like fedoras and cowboy hats, and tonight I'll be doing the DJ thing. So as a DJ, I'm the top hat DJ, and I've got my
Nice.
summer
Wearing
top
that
hat.
nice top hat.
So my summer top hat is a nice felt black.
Yeah, but
not quite
your
stovepipe,
winter-
but pretty close.
Your winter top hat.
My winter
So-
top hat is
shit.
awesome.
Yeah.
Did I wear that on the show? I forget.
that-
I did. I thought so.
You
The
have
brown
before.
leather
Patrick's
one
Day,
for St.
yeah.
Patrick's Day. Yep.
So was that top hat with a bow tie with no shirt? Or
No, I don't do the bow tie. What I do is a vest, and then
Okay.
I leave
Unbuttoned.
my shirt unbuttoned all the way down to where the vest gets
There you go.
buttoned. So all of my, salt and pepper chest hair still shows. Yeah, super thick. And I didn't quite get the genetics for that. I kind of wish I did because I don't know, it makes me.
Just rub some vitamin E on there.
Is that what I need
Yeah.
to do? I need to get some Rogaine and just start rubbing on my chest with it. Get a little bit more chest hair going. Okay, I think that was the derail moment.
That was it. We took a hard left. Okay.
Some of this rye whiskey from Old New.
There we go. Hey, there were,
Bring us back, baby.
I do want to do an update.
Okay, update.
Anybody that's listening live right now that was afraid to come out here, the rain ain't coming.
Oh, it's sunny. Look at
It's
this.
sunny.
It's
Look at
beautiful.
this. It looks great.
sunscreen. You're going to be fine.
Look at all these
There's a
people.
couple little clouds coming, but they're blowing up and literally just going away. So
So in other words, get out here
get
to
out
Moon
here.
Drops.
This is so much fun.
Yeah, we're looking at all
Come
these
hang
people
out.
out here having drinks, having food. Everybody's having a good
Oh,
time.
and they're having drinks.
I mean, there you go.
Libations.
You come to a distillery and you have
This
drinks.
is so good, man. What a great day, man. I mean, again, just like race day. Race day had the rain, and then everybody stuck around, and then it was the best race I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah,
Same
you know,
day to year.
being a meteorologist is the only job you could be wrong 99% of the time and still
Hey.
keep your job. So
That's true. That's
A
true.
50% chance of rain may not happen.
Well, if you're on
Just saying.
TV as a meteorologist, let's be honest. It's more about how you look or how you act.
Hey, we love you, Brian Wilkes. We love you, buddy.
Oh,
we gotta
yeah,
call
Shout
him.
out to
Yes.
Brian.
we got to call him.
Why haven't we had him on the podcast yet?
Shit, do I have
Literally,
this?
well, it was sweeps last time we talked to him.
I can't log into your.
So we gotta.
So now-
we gotta have him come out at some point.
We got to call him.
Yeah.
So May and middle of June was
Sweeps month.
So last time I asked him, he was like, "Oh, I can't right now. It's sweeps." So, you know, maybe July we can get Brian Wilkes on to
That would be perfect.
talk about.
Well, you know,
I'll call his shit out. I was like, "Where's this fucking rain?"
He might be.
All right. So how do I Bluetooth to them? Is it the?
Are we really going to solve technical problems live on the air?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Find your Bluetooth, Rob.
I got it. I'm on. What is it?
Are you connected?
Wait, which one is it?
It's Roadcaster Pro.
It's not showing up.
So now, if you come out to the show, you'll be able to hit the Wi-Fi because we're about ready to share the password
Roadcaster
live
Pro.
on air.
All right. Pair unsuccessful.
Into this show, and then they
So
pair and they just jump in.
I do
like
have
special guest.
Adriana's phone. We could actually connect to her, but
Connect to Adriana's phone.
what I can see out here, there's a great turnout. I mean,
It is a great turnout.
Let me show
a
you.
lot of people here.
Here's some people.
Do you know if they're doing any kind of tours or walkthroughs on the Rick House?
Oh, no.
Today,
people in.
I'm not sure if they are today.
I don't think so.
So I will say, if you've not been down to any major
Okay.
distillery where they have a big Rick House,
It's gone.
if you
Mike.
get a chance, come on out to Moon Drops, even during the week or whatever, and just ask. Maybe they let you in there. It's really impressive when you see 1,053-gallon barrels of whiskey.
yeah,
The first time I walked into one, I got to say I was kind of blown away.
yeah, it's pretty amazing.
You realize the work that goes into making these great products, and we all just love all the bourbon and rye whiskeys. And when you see what it takes and how long these barrels have to sit there, it kind of gives you a whole new level of appreciation. Trying to go out and taste all these barrels and figure out what's good, what's bad. I mean, you've gone out and you've done these, barrel picks, and lots of times they're basically setting up 5 to 10 barrels for you, right?
I mean, they do a great job of pulling them out. They have them usually lined up. They try to pick out, in their opinion, what they think are good barrels that you want to try.
Right.
Look, you're going to like some, you're not going to like some, right? But
And then that doesn't hurt their feelings.
nope. not at all.
Some of them are going to be used for blending to create a different product.
Right.
And so even understanding the process and understanding the work that goes into it, you almost appreciate the product a little bit more. And we talk a lot on the show about how people should get out there and try new whiskeys. There's a reason that we talk about that, because this is not a low level of effort. Yeah, as much as moonshiners seems to make it seem like, oh, it's a thing. I just go out and I distill for a day, and then, I've got something that people will drink. Yeah, that's
And-
true, but it's...
And if you look, I mean, this is a testament. I mean, nobody's working harder right now than Moon Drops is.
Exactly,
Laying
yeah.
down barrels, laying down their distillate. It's going to be good. We've been fortunate enough to try it. Their actual make, and it's going to be really good.
And they let us have their stuff,
Right,
which they're not even selling yet.
Not yet.
Which it's exciting for us because we have sacrificed so much, and they're doing every single day as part of their job, right? Trying to build their business and trying to build their inventory. When you decide you're going to start distilling bourbon and rye whiskey, you're just automatically looking at, well, I got 4 years till I can make some money.
Yeah,
That's hard on the family. That's hard on, on them as trying to be wage earners. And they're creating really incredible products, and high praise to people like Moon Drops and Starlight and West Fork and, Whiskey Acres and a lot of the people that we've brought on here and done tastings with.
It's a difficult business, and it is not for a money grab. It is it's a labor and a passion and love that you have to be committed to 100%.
Absolutely.
You won't be successful.
Yep.
This is why you see all these celebrity brands kind of
fall
come
off.
on and
Fizzle
fall
out.
off.
Yeah,
They-
yeah.
it's not a money grab anymore. You
No.
really have to make it something.
It has to
Speaking
be-
of celebrity
it has to be a
brands.
passion project.
We have a lot of speaking ofs today. So I've
Should we
reached.
put our hand in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing
Everybody put your
is,
hand in the middle.
The thing is,
I reached out to the, I guess, marketing department of Mr. and Mrs. Bourbon, based out of Louisville. Russ Smith is one of the owners, founder. He was a basketball guy at the University of Louisville, plays over in, I think, Spain still. Big basketball dude, big Louisville person, big in the community in Kentucky. So they started the Mr. and Mrs. Bourbon brand. I have not tried any of the whiskey, but we are going to meet with them sometime in August.
oh, that's great.
So we were going to meet with them in June or July, but he is playing in a couple tournaments. So that is up in the air of when they're going to come hang out with us. Wait, hold on. We need you. We have one more request. We forgot to ask about the pineapple. We have not tried the pineapple shake-up yet.
Okay,
That would
we're going to
be-
get
yeah,
some pineapple
fantastic.
shake-ups and Moon Drops. So if you
I
hadn't
think-
seen the Moon Drops podcast that Mike and I did, they did a great job of teaching us about their ready-made cocktails in the bottle.
Yep.
And we have not had the pineapple shake-up. We did the lemon. We did a couple of the others.
The pepper, we did all
Yep,
of them.
Yeah, but we haven't done
The pineapple.
The
That's
pineapple.
the newest one.
So
So-
everybody,
Yeah.
everybody,
That's very
this is
new.
Rachel. So back up so we can
If
get you in the
Rachel,
camera
will
right
get
there.
see that camera
Go
right
this
over
way.
there? There you go.
This
So
is
that's
Rachel.
There you
Rachel.
are. Say hi, Rachel.
Rachel
That's
from
Rachel.
Moon Drops.
She's been crushing it out here.
Yeah,
she's
she's been
running
killing it.
around. She's taking good care of us and everybody.
Yep,
So
yep.
we appreciate everything.
So we'll
you guys
probably have
do.
that as our
Yeah.
last drink. If you can bring the pineapple shake-up, that would be great. There's
5. Yeah.
5. We'll see if the other 2 get back. I think
Nah,
we're
that's
good.
good.
Thanks,
Thank
Rachel.
you.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it.
Yeah, yeah. She's
Come
been
see
So
Rachel.
yeah,
crushing it.
we're getting towards the end of the show here,
We are.
right?
Yeah.
We're winding down.
We're winding down.
Ish.
We've got 2 guys that have already left the show. I don't know where Logan and Will ran off to. Well, it's starting to get busy out here. If you're in the area, Fortville, definitely they're pouring
Liquor.
whiskey, plenty of.
Yeah.
It's really, really good stuff. We're happy to be out here. Thanks to Moon Drops for having us.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys. Yeah.
That
This
was
will be an
great.
annual thing too. So we
Yes,
got a
it
couple
will.
annual things that are going to happen now.
And we've got some tables out here, some smoking tables, and
Yeah.
Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge has pretty huge on their part to be able to do that.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've been to the Mash Bash. Have
It's
you guys
first time
been
they-
here before?
No, this is the first one they've ever had.
First
Oh, it's the
annual.
first. It's the
Yep,
first
yep,
annual.
Yeah,
First
first
one.
ever.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't realize. I thought they'd done it last year. Did
No,
they?
no.
Okay.
Inaugural. So we
No,
are
last year they
we
were
are
just
in on the
getting
ground.
going. Yeah.
Hey, we got it on the ground
So,
floor. I forget about that.
So shout out to Jeremy Cheshire. He just commented.
Love you, Jeremy.
We love you.
I think
love
he
you,
just
Jeremy.
bought a stick and a pour at Final Third.
Yes, yes.
Another dog treat.
Another dog treat. Damn it.
Yeah, thanks, Jeremy. Thanks for
Are you guys getting paid? You guys got paid?
No,
I just got word.
I still have not gotten.
Oh, we got an
paid.
I
announcement.
just got word from a Moon Drops staff that we're not going to get the rum.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Bummer.
They don't have access to it right now.
Well, that's
Well,
You know what? We could sneak in the Rick House and drill ourselves. I'm sure we can find a drill.
I've got a drill.
Oh, we can find one.
they've
Yeah.
been more than gracious.
They've been
with this
awesome.
They
great
have been.
display
They've been-
of whiskey
Yeah, look at
there.
all those.
yes.
Look at this table.
Thank you.
And you
crazy.
can hear us talking about the rum. So in a couple years, well, I think 5 years, when it's ready. So just be ready. We're already starting to promote just 5 years out for this
Just wait.
rum release.
This would be one of those barrels that I would do a barrel pick of. It was that good.
It was that good.
So there's only one barrel, so that is ours.
All right, we're picking
No,
the barrel.
I don't know.
Mark, reserve it. Put Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge on it. We got it.
There might be more. I don't know.
No,
I,
it could
I
be
wanted
a-
I wanted to tap into the Allen barrels that are back there.
Are they still back
Alan
there? Or
Bishop.
did they get shipped down to?
No, they're,
I don't
as far
know.
as I know, they're still there.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
You know, that rum barrel could be a good charity barrel, honestly.
That would be a
That
great
could
one.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And
would
honestly,
bring
Generate
it
a lot
in.
of money.
It would also spotlight Moon Drops, saying, "Look at what we can do."
Yeah.
Is that really? That can't be the only rum.
Oh no, I don't know.
He's
I
had
just-
to have done
no,
a bunch of
no.
barrels. He's
There-
got a
there's
bunch
probably
of
more.
barrels back there. Yeah.
There's probably more.
Yeah, Mark's doing a great job with Moon Drops as a company. His distiller's doing a great job. All the folks here, you can just see with this event, they're killing it today.
They are.
It's really impressive, actually. Really impressive.
I'm getting kind of hungry.
They were saying that they sold just over
Dog treats around.
300 tickets.
Oh,
Did
wow.
they?
Okay.
300 tickets. That's great.
Good.
That's
That's
pre-sold, too. So
Boy,
We
here
got
we
something
go.
coming.
Hey,
we
now
go.
there's a pineapple shirt.
Thank
Is this
you
the
so
pineapple?
much.
Wait, who's?
Moonshine?
Oh, I love the pineapple shirt.
that's a dope shirt. Look at this guy.
BJ, he's one of our distillers.
Oh,
Nice.
BJ.
What's up, BJ?
Hey.
Whoa.
We're gonna do a shot with you.
Yes.
Oh,
Heck yeah.
thank
So
you.
back up
Cheers.
to the camera so we
Yeah.
can see
Okay.
you guys.
Step back over
BJ,
here so we
step
can
back
see
here
you.
so we can
Yeah.
see you
Go
and
this
do
way.
your shot.
There
Yeah.
you go.
All right.
There he is. They're doing a
Cheers.
shot with us.
Cheers to
Heck
everybody
yeah,
from Moon
cheers.
Drops.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
Delicious.
wow. That's
Oh.
fantastic.
that is dangerous.
This is
That's
good.
super dangerous.
Make a nice pina colada.
So what?
Oh,
I would just drink it as is. I mean, I don't even need to do anything with this.
That's what they're meant for.
Yeah.
Actually, are their drink down there, and the best way to have them, in my opinion, they make them in those ice cream machines, like the slushy machines.
Oh yeah.
This
and
is it.
so you just pour this. Basically, you just pour the bottles in. It'd be pretty expensive because I think it's like 5 gallons a batch, but this would be so good in that frozen machine.
flavor on this.
It's really good.
I'm saying right now, Scott, old boy's got some upside down pineapples, baby. You're ready to party. You're ready to party.
yeah, I've got a pineapple shirt as well. My wife bought it for me without knowing the upside down pineapple thing. I just start laughing when she hands it
great.
to me. You know, we're down in Orange Beach. We went on there on a whim, and exactly, I'm like, well, that's got a little secondary meaning. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, well, first of all, I'm keeping this shirt because
Yes.
it's hilarious.
It's great.
It's absolutely hilarious.
So
right?
it turns out Fruit of the Loom doesn't know the meaning because they keep
exactly.
making different
They keep
shirts.
yeah, they do.
And like,
love
cheers to you guys for putting on this event.
Yeah.
This is an
Great
amazing
job.
event.
Heck yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
people. It's a great turnout.
If you're
Amazing.
tuned in right now, please come down here to Moon Drops for this
Yes.
event. It's so great. The weather turned out fantastic.
5 or open until 11 p.m.
Oh,
Hey.
and then after the
nice.
event, so they're open to. Are you having some live music inside tonight?
Not right now.
No. Right.
okay.
Yeah, you never know. Somebody could
Yeah.
show up and be like, "Yeah, I'll play." Yep. So
So, yeah, so what she was saying
Exactly.
is they're open till 11 o'clock tonight. So if you don't get out for Mash Bash, come out and hang out anyway because it's good.
ways on the street. Sorry, you can travel. You can travel either direction in Fortville.
Yes.
Okay, man, what the hell's going on with me today?
Pineapple.
Shit, I am all
I
over
can
the place.
peg you up and down.
I'm gonna peg this thing for sure. It's been a shit show. But you can travel both directions on Pendleton Pike through Fortville. So whether you're coming from the north side or the south side, whatever.
And if you
can
wanna go
get
both
through here.
ways, you guys
we got
so
pineapples
much.
out here. We got the pineapple drink. Yep,
Thanks,
definitely
guys.
come
That's
out here.
good.
Thank you so much.
So good.
Love it. That was
So-
amazing.
That was
It's
actual
real
at
fruit,
all.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
even-
they're not
didn't
syrupy.
Didn't their moonshine, like their white dog, even win an award as like a winner? I thought.
Oh,
you
I
know,
think this would
I
kill
think
Old
this would
Smoky.
probably
There's no
dominate them.
comparison, yeah.
The old
Yeah.
smoky stuff seems like really syrupy to me, and I
Too
think
sweet.
yeah,
It's
it's, way
very
too
sweet.
sweet.
Yeah,
so
they're
It's
going after
probably
the-
all artificial
and
anyway.
that's
yeah.
why I like these like ready-made cocktails from them. You know, the campfire blends that they're doing because they're not as sweet as a lot of the other brands.
That lemon shake-up is still one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, the peppermint is fantastic.
Although the pineapple might have just taken over.
oh yeah,
I mean, he didn't get the name Moonshine Mark for nothing. So
That's true. That's true.
it is Moon Drops.
Moonshine,
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Well, we
what
got
other-
a barrel proof left
I
up
said, we
here,
got some
so
more bourbon to drink. So.
For this, but I can't. I got to get
You
out
gotta
of
head
here.
out?
I got to head
All
out.
right, buddy.
well,
Guys,
cool. Well,
love y'all.
It's a good thing that you don't have to break down any equipment to leave.
Wow.
Wow.
I unplugged my headphones, so
I gotta go.
We
too.
love
I
you,
don't even
Scott.
want to listen to it anymore, man.
Yeah.
Scotty
Yeah.
D is out.
Yeah, I got to
He's
go.
out,
We love you,
Yeah.
Scotty D. Have
Love
fun
you
at your
guys.
wedding tonight. We hope you have a good time. Good
Yeah,
luck
I will.
DJing.
It'll be a good wedding. It'll be a good wedding. You guys enjoy the day.
It'll be a good time.
Definitely come out and give these guys a hard time.
Good
Heck
seeing
yeah.
buddy.
Love you, brother.
I'll see you.
Be good.
Yeah, love you, bud.
All right, Scotty D's out, everyone.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
You good?
You good?
Are you sure?
You good?
Are you good?
You good?
Are you
All
good?
right, buddy.
Heck
All right,
yeah.
Be safe
All
going
right,
home,
Scotty
buddy.
D's out.
Yep.
What do you
Scotty
think of that?
D is out.
This is what 120, 121?
So
120?
this is
Oh, you guys poured another one? Sorry.
this is barrel proof bourbon. It is at 120, a little over 121. It is a 6-year, 10-month. It is a 60% corn, 36% rye, and a 4% malted barley. So I love the rye mash bills on these. Good. Okay.
How you doing, brother?
How you doing, man?
Good, man.
You in for a cigar or anything?
Heck yeah. Come join us, please.
So even during the podcast,
So
we're
those are
making
47.
sales here.
Heck yeah. Yeah, we got a booth set up over here selling cigars. So if you want to come hang out, this is what we're all about. Dog treats. Chris left his bag of pretzels over here. So if you want to buy a bag of pretzels, we got one of those. Yeah, it's awesome.
If you buy a cigar and then you drink any of these whiskeys, then Rob eats a dog treat.
That's a good deal. It is. He even said it was good stuff. You heard it here.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
But not the salmon.
Not the salmon.
But not
yeah,
the salmon.
we
Because
can't
we
eat the
don't
salmon.
want him in the ER tonight.
What about the freeze-dried beef liver and pumpkin?
No, it's not cooked.
No bueno.
So the first bag that I ever sold, the guy messaged me, and I'm sorry, I'm not on me. The guy messaged me and he said, "That was so good, I had to try one of those," and I just kind of like cringed because it was just like raw chicken, and I was like, "Oh man, you just shouldn't do that. Just don't eat your dog's treats. That's not what it's about." But yeah, I just couldn't do that. So, but yeah, I mean, even without the sunshine, like we're still doing good. So come hang out. Look at this. We got people here.
So the barrel proof is still sourced, right?
Ooh, I don't know. It says on the back. He's very transparent with everything on the
Distilled in
label.
Indiana, resurrected and bottled by Moon Drops.
So yes, so MG, yeah. So this is
MGP.
sourced. Yeah.
So have you had their double oaked?
I have not.
Oh man.
Oh man, I was gonna bring that.
I asked for it, and I
They didn't
messaged
have a
them.
lot. So
Yeah,
it was
they said
funny.
they were out.
You know, I missed it. It came out in November of last year. I missed it. And Becky and I came over, gosh, I want to say maybe in February, just to come hang out because we've not been here. And we came in on a Sunday, and I see 2 cases of whiskey sitting on the bar counter. And the young woman who just came and brought us the pineapple, I apologize, I can't remember her name.
Rachel.
Rachel was bartending that day, and I'm like, "Hey, Rachel, like, what are those boxes?" She's like, "Oh, that's our double oak." And I said, she said, "Yeah, we thought we sold out, but we found."
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, we found a couple of cases, like literally in the back of the Rick House on a pallet. And I'm like, "Can I buy a bottle?" She's like, "Absolutely."
You could buy a case.
And I'm like, she's like, "Well, we're re-releasing it, but we're not releasing it until next weekend." But I'm like, "I can get a bottle now?" She's like, "Yeah, sure. I don't care." So I'm like, "Hell yeah." And it was really good.
Yeah, Rachel seems like the type of woman that's just like,
Yeah.
whatever you want to do.
But I think that's a 7-year
Not that way.
double oaked MGP. Man,
Of course.
it's just so
Wow.
good.
Come on.
I don't know. I'm out of it. I've been drinking way too much.
I really like
maybe
this one. I was a huge fan of that double oak.
I'm about at my limit. Of
Oh no way.
Yeah, I am.
Really?
I'm getting there.
This one's really good.
What are we sipping on right now, guys?
The barrel
We're
proof.
sipping on this barrel proof right here. Yeah.
Have you done the Master Distillers? I don't know. If
I've done the double oaked, but I haven't done the master
That
distillers.
Master Distillers they have. Body. All right, that's where it's at. We'll get
Okay, cool.
That's where it's at. They're like, I bought a bottle. I think it's like $62 or something dollars. Yeah. Come away with the bottle. I had it. It's up there with anything signature. Like.
Oh heck yeah.
It's good stuff.
Why did you bring it?
Say what?
Why didn't you bring it?
I figured they'd sell that shit here. You know, how can I follow you guys though? Final Third, whatever.
We're a
Final
final
Third podcast on Instagram, on Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge on Facebook.
Yeah,
No, man, that's what we're
Facebook,
here for.
YouTube,
Man.
Instagram, everything. So
Yeah.
Final Third Cigar on Instagram, Final Third Cigar on Instagram, Final Third Cigar podcast on Instagram, Final Third Cigar for YouTube, Final Third Cigar website.
We are, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
It depends on which
Depends-
one you
yeah.
want. Yeah. So
talk
we've
to him,
got-
Rob. Sell him something.
Rob's working.
Yeah, Rob's working. I gotta go adjust his camera because the sun went away. So. All right, so stand by.
Stand by.
You guys carry on about your whiskey.
All right. Hey, Logan. We're rolling. All right. We're live.
Bearded Bourbon on YouTube. Bearded Bourbon.
Bearded Bourbon on YouTube. That's
Bearded Bourbon.
Yeah.
That's me.
All right, hold on. I'll find you. I'll follow you guys. But
Make sure to subscribe
comment,
to the YouTube.
Subscribe.
YouTube's what we're doing.
My friends always joke whenever they see me. They're like, "Smash that like button."
What's your name?
Smash it.
I got you. I'm Chris.
Chris.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
Yeah.
Logan.
Will.
Will.
Mike.
Mike. Nice
Yep.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you, brother. Rob.
Rob. Nice to meet you.
Love your shirt, man. Love it. It's awesome. Yeah.
So here's the thing. My like hookup is the Noble's wine in Anderson.
Yeah.
She's awesome. It's around Christmas that has a shirt, a coffee mug, and a bottle of Kinnessy Cove from.
Cool.
And so like that's the bottle. I'm paying for the damn bottle if I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, heck yeah.
100%, man. Might as well get it. Yeah.
For sure. So.
Yeah.
Living like a champ.
Oh yeah, he comes in the shop. Yeah.
Sorry, I grew up in Indiana around the 2000s.
Yeah, they come in about once
I
a
had
month.
two posters. Peyton Manning and Jessica Simpson as Daisy Duke.
There you
I
go.
won't tell you guys which one I looked at more.
We all know it's Peyton.
We know it's Peyton.
So like that was my guy. So I got.
Well, if you guys get done early, you want to stop by, man.
followed
We're
you
open
guys.
till
I'm looking
10 o'clock.
Awesome, man.
Heck yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Hey,
And maybe a little later.
What's the cigar price?
Hey,
All right, buddy.
Rob.
Thank you so much. Yes.
what are the knuckle sandwiches?
I've not
Knuckle sandwiches are going to be.
Get in there, Rob. Rob's still working business.
Rob's.
What do you think of this whiskey there, Logan?
Man, this is.
I just tasted it. It's a punch to the face.
Oh, but it's.
What was the proof on this one?
121.5.
So, you know, the rye mash bill. It's got that higher rye mash. But it gives you. It delivers on what I expect it to. I get a blast of baking spice on the mid palate to the finish. It's sweet enough though that it kind of carries through. It's not over the top spice. It's just enough. And you know, to be fair, this is a higher proof bourbon that we drank from Moon Drops today. But man, this is great. I'm out of cigar now, but this would really work well with our cigar.
So
I get like some brown sugar almost.
I get vanilla still on it, on the nose.
the finish on that, like I drank it maybe 30 seconds ago, and it's still just sitting on the tongue.
Yeah,
It's good.
it's a great finish.
I'm real happy with that. It's still MGP, but I mean,
But that's the thing, like
You know-
with the 36% rye, like it seems like that's the Bardstown. That's their is it 60% corn,
Thanks,
30%,
Chris.
36% rye with the Bardstown.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
But this
But
is MGP. I'm
But
sure.
it's so much more spicy.
So, you know, what I'll say is that there's two ways to look at sourcing MGP. You can say, oh, it's all the same, But, you know, all I will say is two things. One, MGP is distilling good spirit.
Yeah.
And no two barrels are alike. So,
Oh, absolutely.
So to sit there and try to say, well, it's all MGP. And I was in that camp, right? I will say, I was like, oh, I don't want another MGP. But here's the deal.
I think we all were.
There's so much variation in the barrels that it really doesn't matter at the end of the day.
No.
That's kind of where I'm at now.
And honestly, once you move a barrel from MGP to wherever it's going, it's going to change.
Right.
So, I mean, you start with a good distillate. We talk about that all the time. You start with a good distillate. No matter where you take it, it's going to do something different. And that's what's good, fun about this industry right now. So,
So they source from Green River, from Owensboro. But the unique thing about them is they have their trademarked oak bill, where it's the same mash bill,
yeah.
but it just shifts the whiskey enough, more fruitiness in those barrels than
Sure.
you do the typical Green River mash bill. Which
So, what are we sipping on now?
a post recently it said sourcing is not a crime.
It's not.
Like it isn't.
Everybody has to start somewhere.
You have
It's not.
you have a good story. Like you got to have a good base, and then you
Yep.
you create your own your
I don't
own
even think
distillate.
anymore it's about starting somewhere. I think they're sourcing some great barrels.
amazing.
And,
I mean, look
and
at
Ryan's
Drew.
Ryan knows how to blend.
Yeah.
If you've got a good blender who can really make some magic with the barrels and the juice,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's
I
what I
mean-
like. That's what I like about Aaron from Smoke Wagon.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
shout out Aaron. Like Aaron, you better
Shout
be
out.
watching this.
Yeah.
Like Aaron's master blender. Like I think I said it when I was on your podcast. Like I would love your job. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be the
Yeah.
coolest job in the world.
Yep. I mean,
Stay
hell, you
tuned
got-
for Titty Dragon Distillery.
It's coming.
It's
And
coming.
And I just want to bring up a quick little note here that, Rob, you want to pay attention here. We did find.
Uh-oh.
I tricked him.
Uh-oh.
By the way,
I
Will is
tricked
a
him.
bastard.
I tricked him, but I found an Amberana finish that Rob liked, and he never guessed it was Amberana.
But
And I'm so happy.
granted, it could not have been in the barrel.
No. He said 2 to 4 weeks.
And where
right.
does
Thank you.
RD1 source from?
MGP.
No,
Nope.
BBC.
Owensboro.
Green River, baby.
Green
Oh,
River.
they're Green River?
That's Green
Yeah.
River juice,
Oh, I thought
yeah.
they were BBC.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah. They,
So
they,
good.
they have
And-
moved on. So let's just to be clear, like
Oh, yeah.
Green River is actually owned by Barstown Bourbon Company now, the name, but Western Kentucky Distillery, which are the calls, Jacob, Ron, Clayton, those guys started Green River. They have Western Kentucky Distillery now. I love them, but the calls created Green River. That Green River juice you're drinking now in RD1 is call juice.
Yeah.
And that is what they're going. That's who they're going with moving forward. And
I will tell
think it's a
you,
good idea.
I know I shit on Amberana a lot. But if you are one of those guys that don't like Amberana, you got to try the RD1 Amberana. It's not your traditional Amberana, just punch you in the face. It's subtle, but it has that cinnamon spice, but it doesn't do all the crazy
Not over
shit
the
that
top.
some of them
I liked
do.
it better than the maple.
Maple
The
was
maple
too
was
sweet.
too
Yeah.
sweet.
I left that with Lisa because Lisa liked
Oh,
the
she
maple.
drank the hell out of it. She,
Okay, well
she
that's
finished
probably
that
gone
last
then.
night.
Okay,
Yeah, she
I
finished
left it
last
with
night.
her because I couldn't finish that.
She
shit.
literally,
it was,
she
oh my
drank some
God.
of it, and she's like, you know what, that looks good in coffee. Dumped the rest of it. It was crazy sweet, but it was sweet
But it was
to
lighter.
the sake of throw it on your pancakes and eat it.
Well, what was,
It was
the best
that
maple that
sweet.
we had, Rob? It's Whiskey Acres.
Whiskey Acres maple. It was so subtle,
Oh man,
but it's so beautiful. Oh, yeah.
I do have a sample. They sent me a sample of
you haven't tried that
maple.
yet?
I have not tried
Oh,
it
I'm
yet.
so excited
Try
to
it.
hear
It's-
your thoughts
it's
on that.
good
one.
stuff. It's
So
good,
the way
yeah.
that they do that is the maple syrup brand that they use. They just swap barrels. So it's maple finish.
Yeah.
So they swap a maple barrel,
And they actually-
age their maple syrup in the barrel, so it's bourbon aged maple syrup,
But
and
instead
then
of
they
like
take it back.
And again, I don't know for a fact, but with Starlight, I feel like there was maple syrup left in the barrel when they dumped it. With them, they're actually taking all
it's
the
just the
syrup
barrel.
out and drying it
Oh,
out,
it's ju- yeah,
and
it's
then
just the
throwing the
barrel.
whiskey. So you're getting the flavor, but not the super crazy, cringy sweetness. Very well done. Very well done.
Happy
Guys,
all around with that.
I think I'm
You Peter and Alice.
I'm petering out.
All right, all
I
right.
think
all right.
I'm ready to go get something
Petered.
to eat. What do you think?
All right, Will's about to eat. We got to go eat. So
Yeah,
Food
it's
is
time
good.
for us to get out of here. So,
it's time. So
guys, thank you so much for listening in. This has been a lot of fun. We're gonna go out and drink more.
yeah, we're gonna
over
venture
here.
out. We're gonna hit up every vendor that is here.
Yes.
So
In the
And
rain.
it is starting to
In the
sprinkle
rain.
again, so we might be getting some rain. But you know what? We're drinking. It's all
Yeah.
good. It's
yeah,
all
we don't
good.
care. So if you're around, come hang out at Mash Bash. We're here till
Yes.
5. And
We're here till
Moon
5.
Drops is open till 11.
11, and if you want to go by the lounge, we're open till 10 o'clock tonight. Stop by and have a cigar and drink there too. So you guys can follow me on Instagram, Final Third Cigar.
And you can follow me on Instagram at Cocky Wolverine.
You can follow me on YouTube at Bearded Bourbon and Instagram at Bearded Bourbon with the _.
Heck yeah, you can find me at Both Are Visuals, Spencer Lee's, and don't forget to follow the podcast at The Final Third Podcast.
Yeah, and thanks again to Moon Drops for having us
Thank
out
you.
here.
Absolutely.
This
Heck
has
yeah.
been an absolute blast, and we're just getting started.
We're just getting
Woo,
started,
so get
baby.
out here and party with
Let's
us.
go, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah. Cheers, fellas.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.